Hello.
Oh,
I
hey,
made it
Craig.
back. I told you I could make it.
You did. You're quick. You're quick with adjusting whatever, adjusting.
I
Like you
left
made
the
it back.
dining room curtains open and it's getting dark outside. And I was like, people can see in here. I'm like,
Yeah, that's right. It's only 5 there. Like it got dark like four here, but it's kind of stormy on the coast. Like it's very overcast right now. Like I,
yeah,
I,
it's overcast here too.
mm, I think I have to fix my. How's my audio, guys? Like I don't know. My bar says it's low. How do I sound to you?
I think you sound great.
Oh yeah, thanks. Thank you. That goes for stroking the bear, people. If you you're playing bingo, which is rare because, like you the co-host doesn't normally stroke. But hey, Trees, how you doing? You, hey,
Hi
Craig,
everyone.
meep it, meep to everybody. I saw Sean and Wanda Stevens and April were here early. Like, hello.
Guys, I
You know,
lost my glasses. I lost my glasses. I can't see.
oh, okay, because I heard this clicking thing going on. What do you do? Are you like feeling around in the dark all of a sudden, or what?
Yes, I found them. Turns out
Okay,
they were
good.
right where I left them.
I
All
had
right.
to I had to push the button just in time to remind Claire about something, and before he said the word, I did it. Yes, I'm getting there, fish. I'm getting there. I'm doing my best. I'm trying. I'm trying.
I still don't notice if it's on or if it's off.
Yeah. Well, I use it for some, and I don't for others. I don't for others, but I'm in a really weird mood today.
The best mood?
It's a good mood. I don't know if it's the best mood, but it's a good mood. You know, yeah. JuJu is echolocating like a bat.
I
That's
know
what
that's
that
what I was
clicking.
reading.
That's
And then
what
I was
that
like,
clicking, because it was like while you were moving around, there was like a little clicking, and it did sound like you were sending out like some secret code to your glasses. Like it just fit.
it's
I'm
because
glad somebody else thought of it besides me. Now I don't feel so weird, Trees. Thank you. You me? Like I see you. I see you.
well, Claire's like, you have 54 seconds to get everything done. And I was like, I can do it.
Gosh. Yeah, and then I remembered, oh wait, this was a minute 6. Oh wait, I don't even have it loaded. Wait, you got time. Don't worry.
I know. But then I got to the dining room and one of the chairs I had not pushed back in under the table. And I'm like,
You,
oh no.
you ran
Like,
right into it like an obstacle course, right?
well, and then after I closed the curtains, I'm like, ooh, what? Should I turn on a lamp in here? And I was like, get back to the computers and stop goofing around in here.
True. Oh, you know what I love about this chat is I can actually look at the chat and talk to the chat like immediately as soon as they type. When you think about it, all the other stuff I do, I can't do that. Like it's
Oh,
weird.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like I do get to it eventually, but not like
Sometimes
right
that's
on
for
it.
the best. We veer off course on occasion
Yeah.
in chat.
Do you know what I did last night? Some people in chat know what I did last night because they were there. And actually, most of the internet knows by now. Not that anybody pays attention. I went live playing golf with friends on 3 different platforms at the same time. I got my butt beat by the menace, like because he remembered all his shot because he's been playing, but I haven't played in over a year. It was funny. it was so. It was a lot of fun. But
And it's streamed to all the platforms?
it did. It streamed to Twitch, to Twitter, to YouTube. Yeah. And I promised Mrs. Cassandra I would keep it up because she said there's so many things they want to clip that I said. That I
Nice.
said. The unintentional innuendos were like off the charts last night. I was like, because I was bashing balls. And record was picking on me, quiz was picking. It was crazy. It was crazy, but it was hella fun. Like I could see why people that stream gaming just get lost in it for hours. It went on for 3 hours, and I swear I thought it was only like 40 minutes. Like that's how you just start laughing and carrying on and like wow.
I just don't play video games
It wasn't.
ever.
Yeah, it's like golf. Like it's like yeah, it's fun. It's like mini putt putt, but better. It was quite funny, Miffin. I agree. I got my butt handed to me, but it was pleasant. sort of, sort of, sort of pleasant. Yeah, yeah, you were there, Brody. Yeah, you were making some pretty comments. It was your kind of thing, Crave. You would have been off the charts with the comments.
Well, Craven, I was in bed super early last night too, Craven.
Hmm
I went to bed at like 6, and then I was like, I cannot be up anymore. I have to go to bed.
Yeah,
And then I slept till like 9 o'clock this morning.
yeah. Well, I slept. I slept because I take something to help me sleep at night. Right. Well, I woke up in the middle of the night and I wanted to go back to sleep, and I just felt like, oh, it's not going to go that way, so I took more, and boy, was I out. Like I was out. Like when you wake up and you're in the same exact position you went to sleep in.
Yeah. When you're
Which
like almost tired from sleeping, you're
right,
like, it was a heavy sleep.
it was like I blinked and woke up, and it was like many hours later, and I never moved. That very rarely happens because I move a lot in my sleep, because I like wake up lightly and go back and wake up like it's get comfortable positions and all.
I
But
used to move a lot more. Now I'm like I don't really move when I sleep.
mm.
But
You know what? The handle of my coffee mug just like came off in my hand.
oh no.
No, but I didn't drop the coffee. It's still a good day.
Still the best day.
And it was in one piece. It was like one of those, like, it's just the handle, the hook part just came off.
Was it previously glued on there?
Nope. It's just, it was just a simple large cup that somebody probably gave me from somewhere. It wasn't my, facts not fuckery cup. I would have like had a heart attack. That would have been a little traumatic.
Isn't it weird how stuff just breaks? You're like, what? What happened there? Like, meh.
And me, I'm like not even concerned because it's still holding the coffee. There's no, chips. There's no cracks. Just the handle just came off. And I'm just
I don't know why that amuses me. I'm like,
and it's weird. You know how you hold the cup like through the handle with your hand? Like,
yeah.
So like it just literally, I was holding it like that and it just fell off. And I'm like, oh, it didn't even stop me from taking a sip. So who cares? Carry on. But that's the mood I'm in. That's a perfect that was a perfect image of the mood I'm in. It's like
I use the same coffee mug every time I have coffee at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a Christmas mug. But it's not super Christmassy. Like,
you know what? That used to be my favorite part of after Thanksgiving was bringing all the Christmas mugs out. I have like a whole collection of, how people give you a small gift with, like, if you're work, right? You get the little gifts with the candy in it, whatever. It's always a coffee mug. It's always holiday like oriented.
Yeah,
I'll save all that and bring them out and put them on a big tray and use them for the holidays. And you just reminded me, I'm going to do that. I want my coffee in a Christmas mug for the rest of the month.
This is how we're the opposite. I just take those straight to Goodwill.
Yeah, but you said you drink out of a Christmas mug like all year round.
Okay, when I bought my house, they give you a present when you buy your house.
Mm-hmm.
And that mug
Wait, you got a coffee mug?
Well, I got multiple things.
But I'm not going to tell you what I got. Mm-mm.
Okay, well, one of them was the coffee mug that I drink out of, which was a Christmas mug. I just like the shape of the mug. Like,
this is your real estate agent, right? Your real estate agent gave it to you?
Yeah. And she also gave me a mug with my house on it. And you can't really donate that because that's weird. Also, I really like it.
I got a scented candle, a picture of the house, right? And everything, just to do it before and after because she knew I was going to change it. But I wasn't going to tell you, but now I am. I got the hugest bottle of champagne I've ever seen in my life.
Why weren't you going to tell me that?
I don't know, because I thought it was because it was so big. I mean, literally.
A magnum of champagne.
It was huge. I've never seen a bottle of champagne like that. Hey, Wanda.
Was it bigger than a double bottle?
Yup. It was bigger than a double bottle. Like, we had to have a party just to crack that. And I could hardly fit it in the fridge. It took up a whole shelf.
Did you take a picture of it?
I think I do somewhere, but this was quite a few years ago. I would have to dig it up for you.
I know, that's what I was like, I don't remember what else I got.
You know,
Probably long
this
been
was
donated.
before I lived with my phone in my hand 24/7. You know what I mean? Like that's how long ago I bought my house. So yeah.
99% of the pictures in my phone are either screenshots I inadvertently took or things that ticked me off. And I took a picture of it. And then I'm like, stop taking pictures of things that make you mad. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Like I just have random photos like that too. Things I want to buy, things I saw at the store, things people say me, quotes, stuff, like whatever. Like my phone is full of like I had to get like one of those offline storage things for the photos, like because there's so many in there. I thought it was gonna kill my phone. But this was before I just lived like that. You know what I mean? Like, do you guys remember before you had your phone next to you all the time? Like I actually do remember that.
I do, and those were the good old days, Claire.
You know, I remember having to sing to myself because I would remember trying to find like something good on the radio or playing a CD or something to sing with. Like I couldn't just find anything I wanted at any time. I couldn't go before the days of yelling at your car to tell it what you want to hear. Like you can yell at your car now and say, play this or do that. Like
I cannot. My car doesn't do that.
well
My
before
car does
all of
not
that.
listen.
Yeah. Well, if I did have that device in my car, like in the van, which I do, but it's disabled, I kicked it just like Siri in Alexa. Like they go on the wayside. Like I don't care if they're homeless. I kick those bitches out of my house, out of my car, out of my life. They're not in my phone. They're not anywhere. I do not like this.
Yeah,
Like yeah, no, no.
coming to my house, I'm like, welcome to 1975, everyone. Like,
No. And we got the Xbox One when we first got it. I found out that they could look into my living room and I saw myself
yeah,
on the screen.
people just let that in their house.
And I just went right in there and disabled that. It disabled it like completely. And it does annoy my grandchildren, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm like, get out of here with your eyes, spy. No way. I'm just like that. I'm just like, no. Automation is great, but it ain't talking to me, and it ain't gonna have
It's only
free
great
reign.
if it's a litter box or a robot or a vacuum.
No,
Other
as
than
long
that, I need it.
I
I
guess
don't need it.
I am a control freak because automation is great as long as I'm driving. If it's doing anything on its own, I need to know all about it. I need to know everything. I don't want to do it anything.
I just don't. Just Google things, people, or look in a book. My dad used to sing me a little song about look in a book. If I would be like, hey, how do you spell this word? And he'd be like, look in a book, look in a book.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm glad you connect. See, I wasn't the only one. Craven did the same thing. That's connect. He got rid of it too. And wrote it. I did not say back in my day. I did not say that. Did I say that, JuJu? I did
You
not.
said, do you guys remember the days before?
Yes, and that's a little bit different than back in my day. Like I'm not the grandpa sitting on the front porch. Nope. No. Like, come on.
Well, I want to be.
Listen, right, JuJu, when it took off, it took off like really quick. Like one day, nope. Next day, cell phones everywhere. It went from bag phone to portable. As soon as it got lighter, it was all over. It was all over.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now I have the
You know
Reading
what?
Rainbow theme song in my head.
These days, Rodent, you can get your Roomba to do that. You could probably get your Roomba to play the Jaws themes, and I'm sure you could have fixed the shark theme to the top of it if you wanted. I mean, cats ride it. I've seen all kinds of furry little animals riding those Roombas around the house.
Wouldn't you ride it if you could? I would.
If I could drive it, yeah, but not if it was taking me for the ride.
I would let it take me for a ride.
That I had somebody I was dating just like refuse to date me anymore because I wouldn't let them drive.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was so used to driving, like, because I was commuting in between. I had a full-time job and my own business, so I was consulting a lot. So I was like moving all the time, like traveling during lunches and breaks and everything. I was just so used to driving. When I got to the car, I just got in there and drove. Like, they wanted to drive, and I was like, why?
See, I love to be driven. And And I'm the person where everyone's like, we're deciding who's going to come pick you up. I'm like, perfect. I'll be sitting on the steps.
Well, he's responsible for actually setting that up in my, like, I know where this is going thing. You know how you have your pros and your cons, the things you look for, the red flags,
Yeah, but
whatever.
if
If
the
I don't
fact that you drive
automatically,
everywhere, that's
no, no,
like
no, no.
con.
If I don't automatically consider that, yeah, he can drive. Like, like I'm looking at the guy that way, like, yeah, you can have control. I trust you.
Wait a second. Let's dig into this a little bit.
Like,
So he was
I did.
upset because you didn't even consider him driving.
Mm-hmm. And that was a big tell. And I don't blame him for being upset. That said a lot more than driving when it comes to me and my personality. It said a lot. And he said, that just told me everything, like that just like you don't even have me there. Like you don't even
I mean,
consider
he's
me
kind of not
there.
wrong.
No, he's not. He wasn't wrong, but that's why I said it kind of changed. Like, if I'm not even thinking of the person that I'm dating in the light, while yeah, he can plan the date. Yeah, I would love to
Although,
see
for
him.
future
And
reference, person who falls in love with me, I don't want to drive. You got it.
you can drive.
You
I
don't
hope
have to
like that.
consider. I mean, if you want me to, I will. But
Please, all of those who love to drive and don't care if JuJu drives, applications accepted over here on the right. Everybody else, exit stage left.
okay, but I dated someone one time who I'm not going to tell the whole story because there's a whole bad date story around it. But he got to my house and threw the car keys at me and goes, "You drive. You know your way around here better." And I was like, I'm very put out by this. So I was like angry that he was making me take control.
Oh, see, it was the opposite. Like, well, like, so you see, so because you're right, like this person had every right to feel that way about me being that way, and you too, like about like they're like, wait a minute, you don't even want to help drive? Like, come on, I have to do like I could get it, like I get it.
It
Like
was the
some people are
throwing
like
the
that.
keys at me. Also, I was already hot by that point, so he couldn't win no matter what he did. But
listen, if somebody throws keys at me, I hope they're really prepared for fast reflexes because I swear they're coming right back at you. They're coming right back at you, and it ain't gonna be like softly, like no.
let's just say that when he walked in, he goes, "What are you mad about?" I was like, "Uh-oh, tonight's not gonna go well."
Do you have one of those faces? Like I do, but people ask me if I'm mad even when I'm not. I just have a very serious look constantly.
No, I was
It,
mad.
unless
So
I'm
me knew it.
unless I'm laughing, and in my face it's like a comedy show. I'm telling you, like I'm just.
I've been told that I don't have a poker voice and I don't have a poker face. So if whatever I'm feeling, you're gonna know it.
you know, I think my voice tells on me a lot. I think it does. I think it's pretty hard for me to my avatar alone tells on me. Like I just can't.
My
Yeah.
avatar does too. That's me in a nutshell. Just
Yeah.
dumbass
I
flower sitting out there.
I'm pretty much famous for like laughing at the most inappropriate time possible. Like
Me too.
yeah. Because like even if I get nervous, like I've done some really serious streams. Like I did that mayhem on the mayhem murders. It wasn't like a mayhem fun stream. It was a mayhem murder streams. And one of the things my co-host Jeff, oh godless scummer, kept saying to me afterwards was, I could tell how uncomfortable where you were because the more gruesome it got, the more you had this like really weird like giggle going, like giggle chuckle.
Yeah, but that's
I'm
normal.
like, yeah.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't even know I did that, Yes, Rody, and I got that annoyed librarian look, but it's not even the librarian. It's like, did you actually just say that to me? That's exactly what my avatar. Like, it started with Death Noodles, so the look was really, did he just say that? And now it's like, did you just say that, or did you actually just say that to me? Like, it's kind of progressed. But people don't know the history of the avatar. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, I know what I was thinking when I did it. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Yeah. he's back, and I can't. And I'm actually happy about it. When I want to like a little dose of ridiculous, I just go over there and I look at what he's doing, or I watch him, or I watch Fat Sajak, and she tells me what he's doing, and it's funnier because she's so sarcastic and snarky and funny. It just cracks me up. Then I don't have to give him the view.
I know. I enjoy commentary channels for that reason. Like I'm following the Ricada drama, and I have like a couple commentary channels. I'm like, I'll just catch up there. They'll clip out the important parts.
There's this one guy who tells you the facts, but he's so damn snarky and funny about it. Like I can't even get through the stream without like laughing. Really, like, and I feel bad because it's a serious situation. But I'm just like, oh my god, it's just, I don't know. I guess, I mean, we're all like that, so I shouldn't really feel too bad. Like, you see somebody who's just so arrogant and has actually put so many people down for the same thing, and have been rude and obnoxious and insulting to so many people, and then they get into a situation and like I want to treat it fairly, but I'm like, this is actually pretty funny. Like,
I know. Well, I find it delicious.
It's kind of like when Chili Castro like was in there arguing and got like arrested and put in jail. Like that was pretty funny.
Here's what I'm fascinated by. These people, Ricada's not the only one, where they go out and like act crazy on the internet. And then the next day they're like, no, that didn't happen. What are you guys talking about? And like try and gaslight the entire internet. And we're like, we watched it yesterday. We watched you like doing cocaine or whatever. And he's like, nope.
Nope, wasn't me. Yep, people are just making all this up. They're like, we actually saw it live, and to have the audacity to say, you people are so stupid, you don't even know what you saw. Like,
yes. Like the freaking balls to like come out and just be like, nope. The whole entire world is incorrect. You guys don't know what you saw. And we're like, all of us are wrong. Like, we literally all agree. You're the only one who's not with us. Actually, let's watch the clip again. And he's like, nope, you can't prove that's from my channel. Yeah. It's just great. I just don't get it.
I don't either. Hey, Icarus, good to see you. Oh, do you watch Skeleton Crew? You know, the name sounds familiar, but there's so many of them. Which one are you referring to? Do you want to link me? You have a reach. You can actually link the channel or a video in the chat if you'd like, or you can send it to me. Any of the socials. A Roding, that thing about Jimmy Fallon reading Rainbow as if it was the Doors. That would be great for the library. You should put that in video if you like for the library. Oh, the new Star Wars show. Speaking of that, I've got a holiday. I think I mentioned this before, but since Sir Katz is actually saying it himself in his Discord, well, we do have a little holiday thing, that might be a little bit planned around the Star Wars thing, kind of planned for December. It should be fun.
Were you hanging a wreath on like?
Oh, Gnomes in Space on Disney with Jude Law. Oh, yeah.
Goonies in Space.
Goonies in Space. Now, oh, thank you. I did read that as Gnomes. Like I thought it was.
Sure did.
I need to make things a little bit bigger on the big screen here. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm going to check it out because I probably haven't seen it yet. But I did just see somebody about saying the Star Wars that they used to know in the voice and music of Goth the other day of Goy to Cats. It was hysterical. And in fact, I think I'll share that in the chat because you know what, Juju? I actually can go to different links now without tossing the stream.
I've heard that rumor.
It's so fascinating. I can't play this, guys, but you can play it. Here you go.
Well, I still can't type a Y on my computer, but Claire can click around everywhere.
Oh, I'm streaming to multiple places, so I have to put it in StreamYards too. You're going to see the link twice. Sorry. because I want to send it over to Twitch in case anybody's watching over there too. I have to get used to using StreamYards instead of going direct to YouTube.
Oh, I gotcha. I follow. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you see the little purple, that means that went to
Twitch.
Twitch. And then when we used to be able to get the chat from remember Darth used to come over from Twitter and we saw the big black X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people would be like, we can't see him. I'm like, he's right there.
Yeah, he's
And I
right
was
there.
like, oh yeah, he's on Twitter.
Yeah, but if I actually use different streaming software, you could put the chat up like on the screen and then you could see everybody. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that because people come like I have seen people come in and do some really horrible things like on other streams. And then to get rid of it, you got to get rid of your whole stream. You can't just like eliminate the chat.
Oh, that sucks.
Because even if you delete the message that they did something, it's still there. Because it streamed it live. Do you understand what I mean? Like,
yeah, people will abuse the hell out of that.
They sure will, and they do. We see it every day. Every day. I mean, there are some people who really just don't understand what the word content means that actually do a whole channel on that shit. I don't know. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry, JuJu. Okay.
I'll allow it this time.
Okay, thanks. You can spank me. I would deserve it. That was bad. I'm not taking it back though. Sorry, not sorry. I'll take the punishment because it is true.
So what else is going on? What else has you in a great mood? You super slept.
I super slept. I played golf last night. Streaming softwares are working pretty good. I've been learning a little bit more about the beast. I got caught up pretty much with all the little videos I wanted to get out. And I got them all out before the end of the weekend, which was a goal, which means I'm free tomorrow to record the last chapter of Restaurant at the End of the Universe. And it's been on my mind and I haven't been able to do it because of the other system. And I'm untethered and have the whole day tomorrow to do it. And I'm thrilled.
That is fun.
Craven said, did you sleep so well because Puck Off is so boring? That stream was not boring. It went so fast. I was having a blast. I got my butt kicked. Record won every single one, but I was getting better. I was getting better by the end. I was making my hole-in-ones and stuff and remembering some of my shots, Crave. But it's definitely not boring at all.
Computer golf. I don't know. I used to play golf back when I was in high school.
I don't think it's actually the game that made it so exciting. It was making a complete idiot out of myself with all of my friends and people actually watching and contributing in the chat to it. Like it was
You're like everyone put their dum-dum hat on.
It was a humbling experience, but it was hella good fun. It was just good fun. You know how you just get together with a bunch of people and you just let it rip? Like
yes.
it was like that. It was like the good old days or the good old times. Like it's like it here in chat with us. Like we just let it rip and it's comfortable and pleasant and safe. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I didn't think I would love it as much as I did.
I'm like, you did love it. You're in a great mood. Very intoxicating.
I know. And you know, I'm usually very competitive. You know this about me. And those that actually practice golf with me to win we did win the Asylum tournament. Like we kicked their butts like really bad. Anyway, we won. I'm very competitive, but they actually broke me of that while we were training because I was getting in my own way, being so competitive and I wasn't having a good time. And once I started having a good time, it was so much more fun and I did so much better. And that stuck with me. Like I actually in the games when we play games now in the library, I'm not yelling at anybody.
I know.
I'm just having a good time.
Too. And then I've had to shut it down and be like, it doesn't matter if you win. Like,
yep. As Mippy said, you had fun, Claire. That's all that matters. We all had fun in chat. Exactly, Mippy. And I have changed because of my friends actually sitting me down and going,
I've changed, but I can flip that switch back to competitive.
Oh, I can. If it's not a friend, oh, I can. If you just put me in an absolute competition, I did that over at 8 out of 10's Cats when we were doing the debate competition. Like I was on. Like it
I
was
did it
like,
on
yeah.
Shenanigans channel one time because somebody like talked trash to me, and I was like, "Oh well, hell no with that." I'm like,
Oh,
"No, I'm playing for real."
yeah, they started assigning points rather, and I got serious. I'm like, really? Okay, no more fun and games, people. Like I know some stuff. Like if you want to give us points,
Exactly.
like okay, here we
If
go.
you're in the same room with me and you see me engage in that mode, you're like, "Ah, damn."
Yeah, that used to be like when they heard my tone change in the Discord when we were playing games. They're like, okay, this is my last game. I'm out.
I know.
I would be like sending people out. They were like, Mrs. Cassandra's like, okay, Claire, but I ain't playing code names with you no more. Like, nope,
Are in
nope.
real life, are you like a card thrower or like a piece thrower?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I am.
I just take it so serious and I win all the time that people don't play games with me anymore. Like I've just got really good luck and I take it serious. Like I just win a lot. And like I get happy about it and they don't like it. Nobody in my family plays checkers, chess, nothing with me anymore. Uno, like Scrabble. Like the kids will play Uno with me once in a while. And um
I'm not a big Uno
my
fan.
grandson and I used to do Among Us. We used to play that game on our phones together.
Mm-hmm.
It's changed so much now. I have to check that out. That might be one I want to play.
Do
I
you play?
used to
I like
love
playing
that.
cards. See, I'm a like spades. I like to play gin. I like to
I
play
like to play.
rummy, canasta.
We play Duo with friends. It's like Uno, online Uno, only it has a
Yeah,
twist, and we do love that. Yeah.
if gin's there though, you're not gonna
What?
win. Like,
Why am I sus now? Oh, I'm sus because of the Among Us. Yes, I'm always sus. Like yes, but now there's so many different peoples. There's an engineer. Like it really advanced over the years. I have to catch up.
my favorite is Trivial Pursuit though.
Oh, I do like trivia games. I do.
Yep.
We had the music edition once, and I remember we were having it was like a party. This is a while ago, and it was like let your hair down loose time. We turned it into a drinking game, and every answer I just kept saying Dizzy Gillespie.
Ooh, I have a few. Spiro Agnew is one of my go-tos. I'm like, just keep
Spiro
saying
Agnew.
Spiro Agnew, it'll come up.
Yeah, for that game, Dizzy Gillespie was mine, and he was only the correct answer twice, like in the whole deck. But everybody just would laugh when I said it, like just how I said it. And by the end, it's a drinking game, so the more you lost, the more you drank. So by the end of me, you could just imagine how I was saying Dizzy Gillespie at the end. Or like, but then I doubt I could even say it. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah.
Ooh, I love bar trivia. Every Tuesday at the brewery is
I
trivia
used
night.
to love that. I used to go for a pool tournament. Like I was on a pool team, and I used to love when they did like the trivia nights and everything like that. Or even at the coffee, we had a coffee house that did game nights and they had games that you could sit with your coffee and play games with people. Like they had them all on the shelves and everything. And
Yeah,
it
we
and they
had one of those too.
yeah, they also had books that you could borrow from them too. Although that didn't work out so well because nobody ever brought them back. So. Yeah. So they stopped tracking it. Like if you just went up and took a book, they didn't care. Like they stopped like tracking who took what. And you could go and donate books to them and they would put them up. Yeah.
I'm like, do you have those little libraries on the side of the road in your town?
They've all turned into little mini food pantries, but they used to be books. Yeah. They used to be
Yeah,
books.
we have like the one I go to is a library on one side and a food
You
pantry
mean
on the
where they
other
put
side.
like the thing that looks like a little pantry with a door or a birdhouse on a
Yeah.
stick? Like, yeah, all over. Yeah, we had them all over. Yeah.
We have one, it's my favorite one, where they put plants and seeds and
Mm-hmm.
stuff in there.
Yeah,
So you can go up there and be like, ooh, what can I plant?
mhm. Our garden club does they like we have a township a beautification fund that you can donate to or volunteer to, and they like plant all the little dividers and stuff on the roads in the town, and all the planters downtown where the stores are. They have these big cement planters, and they're in charge of like making all of that and doing all of that, and so you can donate stuff to them for that. And then when they're done, if they overbuy, they do. They pick one of the islands, and then they don't have a little shelter or anything for it or a little building, but they just pile them all up and they put like a little sign that says, "Please take me. I need a good home. If you water me and care for me, I'll be your friend for life," or something like that. You know, it's really kind of cute. Well, because you can get daylilies and stuff, and or some kinds of annuals. A lot of times it's a lot of impatience because they seem to always overbuy the impatiens. Like they get really big. People don't realize that little tiny little plant gets to be 10 times that size within a month if you water it and give it light. And yeah. And so like they always
Well, a
get too
plant's
heavy.
whole purpose is to grow.
It
That's
is,
all
but
he wants to do.
but the reason like they overbuy is like they're planting in pots and stuff like that, like planters. So you have to give them room. You want them really full, but you don't want it taking over of the other plants. You know what I mean?
I
So
do.
they think they're going to need 10, but they only need 3 per pot. But they buy 10 per pot. And so they're always giving those away, but they're cheap. And also people love to put them in the yards. They're a great spot of color.
Yeah. I've been giving away my aloe plant babies, and people are loving it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jasper. I do. I think I just have this like gratitude attitude right now. Like I'm just like,
hey, that's the way to live, baby.
I think it's all about the beast because I don't know. I used to do a lot with donations and all with anything that happened on YouTube before I was collecting for the beast. And it took a year to get up the shipping, and the parts that were needed. Still much less than it was going to be because Record donated his time and some used parts, and he built it, which so we got a much better system for a much cheaper price. But now we're back that's all taken care of. We're back into the sharing the wealth department, like back to donation. It's a good time of year for it too. Helping small creators out and doing all of that. But oh, Grace, you might have to unsub and sub again. I mean, I don't know.
Leave comments.
Or
That's the best way to get it. Leave comments on the videos, and then it's like, oh, it starts pushing those videos to you.
You just got it, Mousy? I didn't get any for you yesterday. And Mousy, I'm sorry I was golfing when you went live. I did not think you were going live. I know you do on Saturday night. I'm sorry. Like, the Menace Record decided to beat my butt in public. Like, what was I going to do? I mean, a woman just doesn't get that kind of offer every day. I hope you understand.
That's right. It's like a bit of an exhibitionist. And I was like, let's do it.
I just lost my mind. I did. We were up there for like 3 hours. It was insane. Yeah.
It was really fun, huh?
I really did have a good. I'm surprised I had such. I'm surprised that I didn't plan it. I didn't put out a notification, and we just went live, and people showed up. Like I was surprised. I guess watching me get my butt beat was really intriguing to some people, and it was a humiliating experience. But they were all into
people
it.
Just like hanging out.
Yeah, no, it was. They were having fun. And the jokes were like crazy. It was wild. It was wild. Yeah.
I was sleeping like a lame-o.
Oh, no, that's okay. Like, you got to do what you got to do.
I didn't feel good. So I went to bed. And then I fell asleep, like, watching videos on my phone. Like, Instagram Reels. And somehow, I don't know, I, like, got my phone all jammed up. And my phone was hot as hell. It woke me up at, like, midnight. I'm like, this thing's on fire. That's probably not good.
I know. It happens. It happens, So, well, that's it for me. I'm in a good mood. That's it. I'm going to stop monopolizing the conversation.
No, monopolize away. Okay, what do we have to talk about?
Do we?
Anybody have anything we need to discuss? Any housekeeping?
See, Mousie's with you. She was so tired she crashed out. I did rewatch your stream, and that's what you kept saying. Like, I can't even believe I'm here. I'm so tired. I'm like, why aren't you in bed? Why are you streaming? Go to bed. You know.
A little bit. I hate that I've now become the person who I'm like 6 p.m. adequate. I'm going to bed. Like it's.
I don't even look at the time because my time is like upside down. It doesn't matter. Like, I can't do anything at a normal time anymore. So, like, if you're tired, just if you don't have anything to do, go to sleep. Like, that's it. Seriously.
Well, and sometimes if you're tired, even if you have things to do, just go to sleep because the things you're gonna do will not go well.
Yeah. Here's a
Nip
question.
it. Get this about the raccoons. They've ditched my ass again.
Oh, somebody's got bitter food down the road. I mean, like peanut butter. They might have made them special cookies.
Yeah, because they
know.
have not been around. And last week, one night, I threw 2 tacos, full tacos, in to my trash can.
And they didn't go for the tacos?
No, and they were good tacos. And I was like, these raccoons are going to love this. And I set it right on top for them. And I was like, enjoy, everybody. Well, didn't touch them.
You know what, JuJu? These are not the kind of raccoons you want to be hanging around with anyway. Like, if they don't know a good taco, I mean, really. Seriously.
Well, also, what are they planning? Because they're like, this is going to throw her off her game. Don't touch the tacos.
They're out there talking raccoon trash about you everywhere through the neighborhood. I know.
I think they are.
They are trash pandas, you know. Like, yeah, it's more than just going through the garbage cans. You can't trust those raccoons.
If they were good, why didn't I eat them? Okay, because we go to this place on Tuesdays and you get 5 tacos for $6.
I get that. 5's too many. I hear you.
Yeah. And then I left 2 of them in my car. I forgot about them.
And they're not safe to eat.
And the next day I was like, well, probably I could have eaten them because it was cold. But I was like,
But you never know if that sun was coming through the window and beating on the meat and giving it bacteria. You never know. So I get you.
Yeah. So I put them in the trash.
Yeah, they would be sus. But damn, that had to hurt because I do get the deal too. There's always 5 tacos for a really fair price. It's you can get the 3 tacos and it's like $4.99. And you can get 5 tacos for $6. Like, I always go for the 6. Okay.
Well, we only go because the tacos are good. I really like the sauce. It's like a cilantro spicy sauce. I don't know. Yeah, it's delicious.
Yes, you're talking about the green one. Yep.
I hate it when the sun beats the meat. But
I realized that that's how I said it. And I was kind of hoping nobody picked up on it. I should have known better. Like, I knew somebody would.
Yes, Grace, maybe they did know I left them in the car all day, and they're like, "This bitch gets
she tried to
tacos.
Like, she just gave us lousy tacos. Like, not good enough for tacos. Like, that be.
They went down the street and had a meeting. Things are gonna get rough around here.
Yeah, they're ganging up with the possums and everything. They're going to get the squirrels involved. They're all meeting it over at Mrs. Jones's house and playing.
They are. Don't take off the raccoons, man. They bring garbage to your backyard.
Exactly. Yeah. Grace is saying thank you because she was probably just about to type the same thing because she caught me yesterday in so many of them.
That's because you think Grace is innocent, but she's not innocent.
It's like saying Mrs. Cassandra's innocent. Like, who would say that?
Well, no one even thinks Mrs. D is innocent.
That would be like, well, you don't know Grace. Like, if somebody said, oh, no, Grace wouldn't say that with an innuendo, and you're like, you don't know Grace. Like, are we talking about the same person? Like, I say that about Mrs. C, though, all the time. They're like,
well, that's because Grace, too, is a very good wordsmith. She can play with words very well.
Yes, actually, the double entendre in triples even. Yes, and I love that. I love that.
I do, too. I'm always jealous of it. I'm like, oh, that was a good one, Grace. I'm like,
it is. Grace, You add some sparkle to that chat, no
I
doubt.
know. Well, I'm just
No
not
doubt.
funny like that, and I wish I was.
Yeah. Well, Rocket Couch too. He does that with me. He definitely with the double entendres and stuff like that. He
Well, and you
catches
guys
stuff.
are good at word. I'm not a good word player, you know? It's just not my thing.
Mm.
Okay, but we got to go back to this Craven.
Yeah. This one.
Yes. I would like to go eat a taco loco with you, please. Right after we have an ultimate cheeseburger. Thank you.
Oh, Taco Loco sounds like a chimichanga, to be honest.
It sounds delicious.
You know how they fry the taco, like the tortilla? Like it's if you rolled it
Yeah.
into a burrito and then you fry it, like there's like taco, then there's stuff with rice, it called a burrito. And then you take the burrito and you deep fry it, it's a chimichanga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love a chimichanga.
I do too. That's like my favorite thing. They
I
just love,
love
they don't love
anything
me though.
Mexican restaurant.
They
Really?
see, yeah, but they don't love me because first of all, there's so many calories in. I don't have an active lifestyle anymore, so I try to watch it. So like they're usually too big, way too big for me to finish. I always feel like I'm wasting it, you know. But I have
Well,
learned to cut it in half and only eat the half and save the other half for the next day. And I'm not opposed to having half a chimichanga for breakfast, people.
no, I love it.
Yep. Or those spare two tacos. See what I do, Juju, is I eat the like before I even sit down to eat the three, I put the two in the fridge. And then
Well,
I have them for breakfast on
but I
Wednesday
didn't eat them at
morning
my house. I ate them
because I
somewhere else.
oh
And
that's
so I
true.
was
So you
bringing the spare
actually
guys home,
yeah,
and I
you
was going to
gotta
eat the
actually
other two
bring
for
them in the
dinner,
house. Yeah, you
but
actually
I
have
left
to.
them in the car, and I was like,
It's the milk thing all over again. Like, yeah, you actually have to bring it in the house. You can't leave it in the car. It's no good.
I know, but here's the problem. There's no light outside. And when you open the doors of my car, that light doesn't
Yeah.
turn on. So it's just dark out there. So I just have to guess at what I'm grabbing to bring inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot about the tacos.
Mm. I knew we were going to get on food. I was just going to tell you about
Yeah.
something, but I'm trying really hard not to.
Okay.
I'm
No
actually
food
biting
talk.
my lip right now. Can you tell me? I bit my lip. Yeah.
Because we're going to get off food.
No, no, because I made myself something that I'm going to eat for dinner later because I'm going to eat dinner very late tonight. And it's a little weird.
What is it?
Well, it starts out normal. It's like tuna. It's white tuna, you know, the kind packed in water because I don't like
I
the
love
kind packed in
tuna.
water. And I know people get on me because they're like, Claire, that's not tuna. You need the oily kind. That's real tuna flavor. I'm like, no,
No, I
I
get it.
don't like
Packed in water
I
too.
don't like real tuna flavor. Like I'm not a fishy kind of person. So I like my white tuna in the can, and it's all like really mushed, flaked, like fine. A little bit of
Mm-hmm.
carrot, celery, onion, a little bit of mayo because I'm not a mayo girl. Some sour cream, some yogurt for tang, a lot of spices, herbs, green herbs. I still have some stuff growing, you know, finely chopped. In so I made a tuna salad, and then here's the kicker: I got like really squishy potato rolls, like you
Mm-hmm.
know those, you know, they're really squishy. But the piece de resistance, the thing I'm most looking forward to is these dill pickle chips, like potato chips that I acquired to put on the sandwich. Yes.
I love chips on a sandwich. I love it.
I love chips on tuna, but these are dill pickle flavored potato chips. And I'm all for it because I do put like chopped pickles in my tuna sometimes, but I didn't this time because of the pickle chips, but I should have. Because I do like pickles.
I
Mhm.
like pickles. We've had this conversation before, but not on my sandwich.
I like them on burgers.
No.
And I like them in chicken salad, like diced up.
I feel like the pickle flavor is too aggressive.
Grace just went, "Ew." No pickle chips for you, huh? It's a potato chip. No, it's like they're salty and they're garlic dill pickle chips, by the way. Mm.
My favorite kind of chips are a corn chip.
Oh, I do like that. I do like corn chips, especially with chili.
Yes.
I
Or
don't.
beer.
Hmm. You know what? most of the men in my family will not eat the chili without a side of Fritos. And
Really?
Fritos are their specials. Yes, I always have to have a bowl of Fritos on the table along with the sour. Like, because when I do the chili thing, I got like the sour cream, the cheese, all the green onions, all the toppings, the raw onion in bowls, and they can do up your chili the way you like it on top. In the sour
Man,
cream.
I used to go to this deli by my house. It doesn't
Mhm,
exist anymore, and I'm sad about that. They had the best chili, and they always gave me extra onions for my chili. Red onions was
mhm,
so good.
mhm. I sure am, Rocky. I just did. So, my sister had them the other day and I tasted them and I said, these will go really good with a tuna sandwich and I'm gonna do it. And I bought a bag just to have with my tuna tonight.
Do you think half the fun in a meal is anticipating the meal?
Oh wait. It is. Like, yes, it does. Like food that looks good or sound good or that you're anticipating is always better. I love a pretty plate. I love a little bit of extra effort. You know, yeah. I think it does taste better. Pickled flavored potato chips are good, but Lay's makes a flaming hot dill pickled chip. Oh, I need this in my life. Thank you, Craven. Gonna go
But
look.
wait, is that the flaming hot? Like it's just hot to be hot, not
Yeah, not like those Doritos. Somebody told me go try those, Claire. I tried them. And after I ate like three, I couldn't taste anything anymore. They're just hot for ridiculous hot and
it's just
not,
hot to be hot and not
yeah.
because it's like
I want to taste stuff. I don't need to burn off my taste buds, people. Thank you. Like that bag hit the garbage after a handful. Sorry. Not sorry. Like I need to taste my food.
yeah, because I like spicy food, but I don't like hot food. Does that make sense?
Jasper, did you? They're like yellow. They're made at it with potato. And I get them because they stay soft longer and they last longer in the house, even when there's moist weather or whether it be winter or summer. Um, and they're small. Like
That's true, Mousy. We are gonna have a steak cook off. I don't grill
well,
my steak, so
there's a good way to make them in the house, like without
uh
burning them.
the
Yeah.
best way to make them in the house.
And I think we talked about this before, finishing them with butter, like for that over decadent savory. Mm. I make a good steak too. But
I love steak.
I
Oh
just,
man, my friend is just getting into making brats. He
yeah,
just bought a
homemade.
meat grinder. Yeah. And
Oh,
I'm all about this new hobby.
oh
I'm
my
like,
God, homemade brats. Like you could mix it with whatever you want. Oh man, you're lucky. This is gonna
he's
be good.
making brats and he's making sausage. And then I was like, hey. And he's like, okay, I'm going to bring you this. Give me a review. And I'm like, absolutely. I'm like,
Hmm.
keep bringing stuff to me. I'm real into it. And I'm not the one making anything.
No, I kind of like those days where you don't have to do these. That's what my life is like now. Like I don't have to do any of the fancy cooking. Like people are cooking for me, so that's great. Um, it's
Yeah,
it's
but
a
then
whole
he'll
new
just send
world.
me a picture at night, like it's just ground up meat, and he's like, "Look at this." I'm like,
I'm like, that's great,
"Looks
but I
great."
better but I better be able to taste the end product or stop sending me the
I
pictures. Like
know.
seriously, I want the broth, dude. Like,
Well,
oh,
the other
that
day he goes, "If I bring you sausage tomorrow, will you cook it tomorrow and then give me a review?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do
yes.
breakfast for dinner. Absolutely. You
You
can't
know what?
convince me of that."
I did breakfast for dinner last night. That might be why I'm in a good mood. I went to with a full belly of pumpkin pancakes and bacon and orange juice and coffee.
I love breakfast for
I love
dinner.
breakfast for dinner sometimes. Like I don't, yeah, it's comforting. I like
Well,
dessert for breakfast. I have no problem having ice cream for dinner. Mm-mm.
yeah, same. I have no problem eating a burger for breakfast. Like,
Like I told you, I'll eat leftovers for breakfast. It's the first meal of the day, and it does not have to be eggs or this, that, or the
I
other.
like a hearty breakfast.
Hmm.
I'm a breakfast gal.
Gives you all day to work it off. Like,
Yeah, well, and if I eat a good breakfast, then I don't get as hungry throughout the day.
exactly. And if I eat bigger when I get up, and then when I'm going like towards the end of the day, I want to eat much lighter so that when I go to sleep, I'm less active.
Yeah, but I have to eat a little bit before I go to sleep because if
I,
I
I,
get hungry, I wake up
I me
800
too.
times at
I
night.
I have to. I have to watch what I eat, but I have to have something. I do. I can't go to sleep. Like I know they say that you shouldn't like eat, but I cannot. It wakes me up.
Yeah, me too. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm awake because I'm hungry. Like I did it the other night where I was going to eat a piece of cheese and then go like brush my teeth and go to bed. But I had to carry something upstairs. It was a whole thing. It doesn't matter. And I was like, forget it. I'm just going to brush my teeth and go to bed. I woke up 543 times that night. And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I
I
should have
know.
just eaten the cheese.
Oh no, and you don't have to eat a lot. You just have to eat something, right? Like I don't have to eat a lot. I could just, I've even just had like a little tiny square like piece of cheese and a handful of nuts, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Sometimes I eat an apple.
yeah. An apple with cheese or an apple with peanut butter, or even just an apple by itself. That's
Yep.
like my go-to. An apple is just satisfying because it takes you longer to chew, which solves the crave, that you naturally have when you're hungry, like to do the chewing reflex. And it's got a lot of fiber and it's filling. And it's good for you. And it's low calorie and it's not bad. High fiber. Grace, I'm with you. I'm too lazy to go get any. That's why I
I
don't have
went.
any.
I went and got some.
What you get? Okay, now
I'm
what you?
not going to tell you guys. No need for that conversation.
She had chocolate chip meat. Yeah, she did.
I haven't eaten it yet. It's in the freezer waiting for me.
See, she just admitted it is chocolate chip mint. Yes, it is.
I mean, I love mint.
You and John both. Like that's your go-to. But I don't blame you because Girl Scout cookie chocolate thin mints is my thing. And we have
Yeah.
a creamery here that makes their chocolate chip mint with those cookies. It's like mint cookies and cream. They call it. It's delicious.
That is delicious. I'll allow it.
Hmm. You would like it. Hmm.
I mean, I just like mint.
Hey, Sleep.
Thin mints are overrated. Craven,
Thin
are you
mints?
okay?
Are you kidding? You're just like, what do you got against the
You
Girl
all right,
Scout
buddy?
cookie? That Girl Scout cookie rocks. Like I keep it in the freezer. Like Girl Scouts sell cookies a couple of times. Matter of fact, now you can get them online with Girl Scouts, like
Can you
anywhere.
really?
Yeah, you go to the main site, and there's always a campaign going, and you can order.
One
Like,
time
and
I made an ice cream pie, but I used thin mints to make the crust.
oh my god, it must have been so good. What
It's
kind of filling?
amazing.
What you use for the filling? I
I
don't
don't
remember.
remember. That's how good the crust was.
The crust was that good. I don't care about the ice cream in the middle. That's
Yes.
a good crust. Okay.
And I just made up how to make it because I was like, because I wasn't sure about using butter to like get them all together, like you would with a graham cracker crust.
Yep.
So I just melted a tiny bit of chocolate
Yeah.
and then pressed it into the pie pan.
Yeah. Craven, that might be why you don't like them if you get the bargain ones, you don't get the Girl Scout version. Maybe. Hey Teresa, that
Yeah,
sounds delicious and easy. I would make that. I would make that ice cream cake.
yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of stuff I just make up when I'm doing, and then I'm like, we'll never have this again, guys. Enjoy it. It was delicious. I don't know what I did.
Mm. It does sound good though. Now I want ice cream. Grace, I don't know about you, but now I'm like, man, I know I got that
Guys,
tuna for
I
dinner.
need help. I'm on a real ice cream kick. I can't stop. I'm eating it almost every day.
Hmm.
And I keep going, okay, next time I go to the store, I'm not going to buy any. And then I'm like, I better buy all of the ice cream ever and put it in my freezer. And I eat it every night. And then I'm like, well, it's getting cold outside. I won't want ice cream. Wrong.
Wrong, because the house is nice and warm. And why can't you have ice cream all the time?
Because I cannot eat it in a responsible manner. I eat too
Oh,
much of it.
we all have a thing. We all have a thing. So okay, let's put our therapist hats on, chat.
Well, I like
What?
where Rocket Couch is going.
Do it. Just do it. Yes.
I think you should just eat the ice cream. It's
Just take
so
the ice cream.
delicious.
And while you're eating the ice cream, think about why do I need ice cream to comfort myself right now? What is going on that I'm not dealing with? Because I know you, Juju. The ice cream is a cover for the little niggy thing in the back of your head that you don't want to deal with.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that.
I was like, is it?
I don't know. Now she's gonna be like, Do I want ice cream or do I want to figure out my
Or
life?
am
No.
I
Is she gonna be
squashing
like,
emotions?
she's gonna be like, God damn it, Bear, you ruined my ice cream.
Dude, this is what Claire does to me, everyone. This is for real. Claire gives me an existential crisis on a regular basis.
Oh, that's a horrible thing to say. An existential crisis? Like, my God.
No, I think, did we discuss this on here?
We do. I do have a bad habit of giving people something to think about. They're like, oh, I never thought of it that way. What?
No,
Or,
because you said to me, we were talking about moving, and I was like, I'm like, obviously I want to move to Mexico. Claire goes, I think if you move to Mexico, you'd never get anything done. And this is my thought process was no. Well,
maybe.
yeah.
Damn it. And then then I got the phone call. Damn it, Claire. Damn you. My
for like 2 weeks, it's literally all I thought about. And I was like, God damn it.
You're like, my fantasy of Mexico is in the trash now. Thank you very much. But
yeah. And then I was like, okay. But also that ruins my fantasy of like moving a lot of places because of the weather. So then I'm like, do I have to like, do I have to postpone good weather living for longer in order to like be more productive, get things done? Like as the weather gets crappier, my productivity increases.
Yeah.
And then summer comes along and I'm like, no productivity. I'll be outside playing.
Well, just to abate like any like existential crisis that you might have about the ice cream. I said that because generally we all like always in chat. I always hear back from people they like whenever they're working out something or like it's almost a trope. It's like a meme that we eat ice cream after a breakup. We have a stressful day, we go for the ice cream. It's like a thing. Like, and a lot of people do it.
But
So
also,
I
when
was
we have
just
a good day,
joking.
we go get ice cream.
This is true. I celebrate with ice cream. I love to celebrate with good ice cream.
Yeah, I get an ice cream cake for my birthday.
Yeah, so like I didn't mean to like give you a crisis. Don't have a crisis. I'm with Couch. He said eat the ice cream in a bath. Like eat the ice cream whenever you want. Like,
Couch is speaking my language. I will be in the tub with my bowl of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And does life get much better than that? No. Jacuzzi tub.
Oh, I like this one. Couch says it's true. JuJu is secretly in love with me and can't admit it to herself. Hence the ice cream. There you go.
That's I eat ice cream every night.
There you go. That's what it is. I'm glad we figured that out as a group.
Mystery solved.
You feel better?
Now at least I'll know why I'm eating the ice cream every night.
Yes, Teresa made herself a lovely cheesecake for her birthday. I think for our birthdays,
cheesecake too.
We should have whatever we want. Like on my birthday, I don't like anybody to schedule anything or to do anything because I want to do whatever I want that day.
I have a whole
on a whim
ritual.
Yeah, on a whim.
I eat my favorite stuff all day.
Mm-hmm. I would but I do that often, like especially if I've come through something or like a health issue, you get over something or you have to tackle a problem. I celebrate with a day like that of eating whatever I want, a special meal, getting something celebratory, whatever. Food is my love language to myself and to everyone else. It really is.
What's my love language?
It's not. I would say lately it's scooters, but it's really not. It's really not.
No, it's not. I do love a scooter. I don't know what my love language is.
I do.
What?
I think it's more comfort. It's a homey comfort. Like it's like, because we've talked about how you like to put things around your house and all, and something's always available for everybody, and how you like to do these little things. It's those little comforts in life. It's a comfort language. Whatever makes people
that's
comfortable.
True. I do want people to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Me, I just want them to eat and be happy.
I know, and I want them to live in a beautiful home. but
Mhm.
beautiful to them.
Mhm. You want them just comfortable in their space, like, comfort space. Like, that's what you want, a
Can you
comfortable space.
imagine what a team we would be? You feed them, I give them
Mhm.
a great couch.
You fluff their pillows and I'll fill their bellies. And damn, it'd be good. It would be good. Although I come with all those small appliances that would drive you crazy. So, like, yeah.
Okay, but then I would have to organize them,
Yeah,
and I'll allow that.
yeah, they could be in the garage. Like I said, like I don't even keep them out in the open because like some of them are like one use kind of things, like only when you need it, you know. So,
I do know. I had to
mhm.
go off about the air fryer just
I
this
know,
week.
but you are going to hate to get upset because there will be a lemon reamer in the drawer. Sorry, no, sorry. Like,
No, I'm not upset by that.
no, I know.
I'm just not going to purchase it.
You were like, we don't need it. We got a fork. Like, use the damn fork.
I know, but do you know how many things in my life? This is a confession. How many things I'm like, we don't need that. Then I buy it 10 years later, and I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, this is really convenient. I
And like,
should have had this
damn,
10
I wish
years ago.
this would have been so great to have like a mini chop is like that, or a mandolin that has the double blades. Like, I'm like, why didn't I have these
I
like
do want a
years ago?
mandolin.
Yeah, why didn't I have it years ago? It chops everything so quick, so fast, like, and it's so less on your hands because it rocks back and forth. Mine rocks back and forth. It's a mandolin blade, and it like rocks back and forth. It's like so easy. I'm like, why didn't I have this sooner?
Do you wear the little glove, the little safety glove for it?
What?
Because the mandolin's so sharp.
Oh no, that's the one you rub down in the blade. I'm talking about two blades that are on a curve with a handle on
Oh,
both
yeah.
sides that rocks back and forth. That's another kind of mandolin. Okay, but you're talking about the slicer mandolin. But yes, I do wear the protection because I have cut the tops of my fingers off more times than I can tell you.
I know. My neighbor called me a while back and was like, I cut myself real bad on my mandolin. Can you come over and do first aid on me?
And then it's all the issue like, do I just scoop out the bloody onions and use the
That's what
rest?
I was like. You still cooking this meal? There's blood all over it.
Like, or do I just toss everything and start over? Like, is it a sign? Like, what I said, I can't believe you're thinking like this, Claire. Like, that's issue. Like, get rid of it all. Like, stop it. Just stop it.
But
Like,
if you eat it and cook it,
it's true. And I would like anything I bled on, of course I'm not gonna do, but still I was like all oogied out. The blood is the new seasoning. It's right. We made it with love in blood. Blood, sweat,
if you live by yourself, though, you do a lot of gross things that you're like, if someone knew I was eating this, or like people come over and I'm like, do not eat out of that container. That's my germs are all over
That's
that.
so funny because, like, when you are alone and you want, like, what they call, like, cheap eats, like, good eats that are really, really cheap, fast, and they're just like, like back in college days or whatever. Like, you're cooking for yourself, whether you're with people, without people, whatever. There are things that we will eat and put together that are delicious to us, but we don't want anybody to know about it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well,
And
and I always think I'm a foul human. Like if people
I,
saw who I would really live.
that crazy chef I sent you, Future Canoe?
Yeah.
His latest video was about that. And I was watching it with the menace, of course. And we were like, I'd eat that. Maybe I'd eat that. Maybe I'd eat that. I mean, they made a water pie, a cheap eat water pie.
What's a
It was the
water
most,
pie?
it actually turns into what we would call a brown, like a sugar custard. They filled a pie crust with water, sprinkled flour and sugar on it. You don't even mix it, and added a little vanilla and baked it in the oven. And it turns into like a little custard. And it's thick, right? And it's
I'd eat it.
sweet.
I'd try it.
And it's vanilla-y. Like, you just think about that. You could make it cinnamony or
Yeah.
like any flavor you wanted. And it was like a depression era recipe for desserts. And it was like actually good. But then there was the rice and avocado. If anybody hasn't had leftover rice with just avocado on it, like, it's a thing. It's good. You can add a little soy, or you could add a little egg, or you could sprinkle I sprinkle hemp hearts on it. I love it. To me, it's full fat, carbohydrate. I'm fine. The hemp seeds have a little protein. I'm good.
Half of
It's
what I eat is
delicious.
disgusting. I'm like, me,
Yeah.
just put that together. It's fine.
Yeah. There was all kinds of weird recipes. Like, there was this one, like there was an English recipe that's a bread sandwich. It's two pieces of bread with a piece of bread in the middle. but the piece of bread in the middle is like smeared with like Worcestershire sauce and butter and something else, and it gets all soggy, and it actually acts like a filling in between the two pieces of bread.
That's gross, but I'd eat it.
I know, and that's the same thing. I said, I don't think I could eat that. And of course, the minister was like, I eat it. Like, I would make that right now and eat that.
I'm like, I'd give it a whirl. I bet it's good.
Yeah, all those are my blood puddings, but these look like what normal puddings. I said what I said. Yes, exactly. But, oh, you know what? I just thought I could actually go search for that video for everybody. Why am I just sitting here in not? Like, okay, wait, future canoe. I'm gonna share that because that was crazy. Like, we all do that. We it was like, oh yeah, I want to know what people would eat. They wouldn't eat if they watched it. Oh, and it was the Ritz cracker pie where you just mix Ritz crackers with water. Like,
that's gross.
Yeah. There was that.
I don't support that one. One time I got really dehydrated. I had like surgery on my mouth. And I wouldn't eat or drink because
this is what he called them, struggle meals. But to me, it's not a struggle. It's just like comfort or just quick meal or like whatever. I had to put it in StreamYard so I don't do it twice. Okay, there we go. It's gonna come out twice anyway. But struggle meal. Do you call it a struggle meal? I don't know.
No, I just call it a lazy meal.
Like I can afford other things, but I would make a Ritz cracker pie. Like, I would even make the bread sandwich depending on like what was on the bread. You know what I mean? Like, I do like butter, and Worcestershire sauce is good. You know?
Yeah.
The only thing is, a lot of the struggle meals had American cheese because he had American cheese, but you could substitute any kind of cheese you want. Like, he just was using up the cheese in his house. You know, it's just like
American cheese in the plastic wrapper.
Yeah, it's not cheese.
No, I don't like that in my house.
I know, I don't. He did it for a recipe because he tries out other people's recipes and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, but that stuff's gross.
Hi, Cass. She's tired and lazy. You need a struggle meal. You need a bread sandwich or some ice cream. We've been dealing with this in the chat. Hey, Purple.
Yeah. We figured out why I eat ice cream.
How did I miss that Liam's here? He's probably been here a while, and I just missed when he showed up.
Liam's talking about cutting onions.
Oh, hey, Liam.
He's like wriggling.
Yeah, I'm sorry, boo. Hello to you.
What's the grossest thing you eat, though?
The grossest thing I eat? Well, people get really upset about my bacon, peanut butter, banana sandwich.
Why?
I don't know. They think it's like gross because of the banana with the peanut butter, but I love it.
What? Banana and peanut butter are delicious together.
Yeah, but I put bacon in it. Like,
yeah, a lot of people do.
And I call it the Elvis. Okay. I also do like Nutella in banana, and I add peanut butter. Like, you know, I like that too. And I roll it up in a tortilla and I cut it in little rings. Like, oh, it's cool. Oh my God.
I saw someone make it's like a grilled cheese, but there was no cheese. It was fluffernutter and peanut butter.
There it is. Okay, I'm not a big fan of marshmallow unless I make them myself, but fluffernutters were a thing, and they are a thing, and I do enjoy a good fluffernutter.
I thought that sounded good if you...
The other thing I used to eat when I wanted something quick, a bean sandwich. I like a bean sandwich.
What's that? Just beans on bread?
Yep, with a little bit of mayonnaise, salt, and pepper. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would like that.
And they
I would try it.
It's like canned beans, you know, like fried beans. Either fried bean. I love refried beans that way, but I also like just like baked beans that way. And you can get them like hickory smoked or sweet. Like, yeah, there's always a can of beans in the cabinet for that.
I love a salami sandwich dipped in cottage cheese.
I like fried bologna.
Yeah,
and fried salami. Fried salami sandwiches are like the bomb. I'm sorry, yes, I will eat a fried salami sandwich any day. You heat that fat up so that it melts even better in your mouth, and I'm there.
Yep.
Yes.
Put that on a bagel with cream cheese. Yes.
Oh,
I'm in.
yes. And that's another thing. Bacon with cream cheese is delicious. I think I told you this.
Yes, it
It's so
is. I
good. It is
agree
so
with that.
good. And I eat scrambled eggs with mac and cheese. Yes, I scramble my eggs in the leftover mac and cheese, and I love it. I even turned JuJu onto that one. That's good. That's how I have that for breakfast sometimes. Am I sure I'm not British, Icarus? A lot of people think so. There is a lot of European influence in my food desires, and I think they blame my gran for that. Like my nan. Do you? That's another thing. What do you call people call their grandparents? All different kinds of things.
Mhm.
Gran, nan, grandma, grandpa, grandmother. Granny,
Yes.
nana. I'm Jamaican Irish.
I just called mine grandma and granddad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. I have a nan. I had nana. Or pawpaw. Yeah. This what the grandkids call the pawpaw.
Well, I had my grandma was on my dad's side, and
Oma and
her
Opa. Yeah.
husband died when I was pretty little.
Mhm.
So I always call him grandma's husband. Like I don't really remember him. So, or I'll be like our dad's dad. And the same on the other side. My granddad was my mom's dad. And
Mhm.
that her mom died when I was pretty young. So I don't really remember her. So we always go, "Oh, our mom's mom." Like we don't really call her grandma. Does that
Mhm.
make sense?
No, it does make sense. It does. It does. I missed a few things. Like Mrs. Cassandra eats salami with cream cheese. That's delicious. Liam, get the sandwich maker. It's really good for the bean sandwiches and stuff like that. It turns anything into like a hand pie because it's all sealed up, and it's just so good and toasty. I say get the sandwich maker.
Now,
Mine
see, I
cooks.
have an opposite take on that. You have a skillet. Just heat it up in the skillet.
You could do that, but the sandwich maker crimps all the sizes. Okay, and you can't do that in a frying pan. Sorry.
Well, yeah, but you
And
have
it
to.
makes it already into two separate triangles. Okay. And it crimps all the sides and it seals everything in. And it is just slightly different. Plus, you always have to add, they're non-stick. You could use a non-stick pan, but normally to toast something in a frying pan, you have to add oil or butter.
Okay, I'll allow it if it is a waffle maker.
That's what mine is, a waffle maker that also has those metal plates that could be a sandwich maker. Like you swap
Yes,
them out.
then I'll allow it.
You see, now that's one small appliance that I have that goes to a flat plate, a waffle plate, or a sandwich maker plate on both sides. And it's like a press. So I could do like a panini, right?
Mhm.
Or the sealed sandwiches or waffles. So
I have to say though, I would never use it.
no, you would let me use it though, because you'd be like, make me
Yeah,
one
but
of
I'd
those
be like, you're washing that. I don't
You'd
want
be
to.
like, Claire, I want dessert. Could you just take some bread and butter and the apples over there and make me apple pie? And I could. I'll make you a sandwich. It has apple pie filling and it would be so good.
But I
You'd
can
be like,
also do that in my oven, Claire.
no, you can't.
Yes, I can. I
Nope.
just use like croissants, crescent
Uh-uh.
rolls, any
You
pastry.
couldn't crimp them to hold the filling in nice and juicy
Yes,
in the
you
middle.
crimp them with a fork.
Yeah, okay, you could.
I'm
Mine
like,
would be
I've done it.
faster and easier, and I would just make it with white bread and butter. It would be
Well, I don't
good.
have white bread in my house.
And I could
So there you go.
guarantee you would have the apple pie with less stress because I would do it. You wouldn't have to make it, and I could make it in 11 and a half minutes, and it would take
But
you
do
at
I
least
have
an
to
hour.
wash the sandwich maker?
No, I would do that. I don't make you wash the sandwich maker. Why would I
Okay,
make
then
you
you
wash
can
the
have it in
sandwich
my
maker?
house. But that's my whole thing. I'm like, listen, do I have to clean this? Get it
Damn.
out of here.
Living
I don't
with you
want it.
is a lot of deal making. Like if we lived together, there'd be a lot of deal making. We would have a 182-page pre-move-in contract with the list.
It's true.
So, like, okay, people, just like if you're going to like be sending in those applications to be in JuJu's world, like just keep that in mind. Like,
I would hate living with me. I mean, I'm a hot mess over here because I will get upset at you for doing something, and then I'll be like, "Listen, I take my shoes off right where we walk. Okay, everyone, let's just get on
yeah.
board with
And
that."
then you're like telling so and so, why can't you put them in the basket? Like the tray's over there. Why do you do that? And
No,
you're like,
I even get mad at myself. I'm like, "Ooh, this is so annoying," and then I just do it the next day. Then I trip over my shoes the next day. It's just, do you have stuff like that? Like sometimes when I'm doing stuff in my house, I'm like, first of all, this is irritating.
oh, fish nerd. This just gave me a whole big vision. Student days, toasting marshmallows over your roommate's scented candle because you're stoned. Can you imagine? It's like, why does my marshmallow smell like, pumpkin spice? Like, or whatever. We're the new odd couple. Yeah, we are up here, definitely, but we can't live together. We could not live together. I mean, we could because, we both have one thing in common: respect and compromise. Like, if you want to do something, we know it's a matter of compromise and respect.
It's true.
Mhm. So we probably could.
Yes, I'm very relaxed human. That's all.
Because we're good communicators. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're not listening, I will flip out. Like, then you'll get the message.
I just flip out. Oh, like, but they're very short and they're very like, I'm
Me
very
too. 1
boisterous.
minute max, and then I'm in a great
And then I'm
mood
over.
again.
Yeah, like I get it over and done with,
But I've told you before, I lived with somebody that I yelled about the coffee table. I'm like, why is this coffee table always cluttered? And then they moved out, and I was like, son of a bitch, that coffee table is still cluttered. Turns out it was me all along.
Like, well, yeah, exactly. I do that. Like I'm the only one in my room, and I'm like, how did that get there? Oh, duh. Like, well, how do you?
But I actually yelled at another human. I'm like, stop doing this. It looks terrible. It's a mess out here. You drag everything out to the coffee table. And then I'm like, damn it. That was me. I even asked that person, I'm like, why did you let me yell at you so many times? They're like, because it didn't matter. Who cares?
Oh my God, sleep. That's awful. Why does my s'more taste like Gwyneth Paltrow?
Oh, yuck.
Oh, yuck. Oh my God. I can't like the.
Don't be cooking over candles, people.
Yes. And Rocket Cat's like, no. It's too much. It's gross. It's definitely. But you know what's more gross is the fact that she did that. Like, come on, Sleet's not the gross one. Gwyneth Paltrow is. Like, seriously. So disgusting.
Don't you wish you had an ego like that? You're like, you know what the world needs?
The smell of my hooch. Yeah.
On fire.
On fire. Or the woman who was like, yeah, I'm just like, this is a good investment. Let me give my vaginal yeast over to the beer.
No. Too far. Too fucking far.
Oh
I just clean my bathroom. If I go throw up in it, I will be furious.
Yeah, exactly, fish nerd. Toast that marshmallow and swig it back with the change and beer. Mrs. Cassandra's vomiting right now. I didn't mean it. Like I couldn't help it, but it,
No. I hate all of you. Now I'm angry. No.
You're right, Crave. What's gross is that people actually bought it.
Yes.
Is not bad enough they came up with the idea, these other ones, to do it, but people actually bought it and kept them in businesses. The woman who like bottled her farts. Oh my God.
I support that woman. But didn't she send herself to the hospital? Because she
yes, because she tried to eat like so much like farty foods and that she couldn't fart. And she had to go to the hospital to get unblocked. Like that was
just drink sparkling water, lady.
It's just like, yes, bubbles in, bubbles out, right?
Teresa. Why do I think gross things are so funny?
Because we're all just 12-year-old little boys at heart. We all are. We just are. I asked, like, some of the private conversations I have, like, while if anybody knew we were laughing at this, like, this is horrible. And they're like, no, it's not. Everybody is a 12-year-old boy at heart. Like,
Let me tell you a conversation that occurred this week that made me laugh.
is it YouTube safe?
It
Wait,
is.
what is YouTube safe anymore? Nothing. Like, really.
Nothing, whatever they decide.
Yeah.
But somebody, I asked this guy, I go, hey, what'd they want? And he goes, to suck my cock.
What?
Oh, okay. We're talking, there was like a group of us standing around, and I'm like, what did that person want? And he goes, to suck my cock. And this other man goes, there is a lady present. You can't talk like that. Meaning me, I was the only woman there. And the person who made the suck my cock comment goes, are you kidding me after all the things I've heard come out of her mouth? And I was like, oh, but I'm a lady.
Somebody knows you well. Somebody's been paying attention.
I know. And then I was like, what have I said?
I would have just said, I'm so flattered you noticed. Somebody's paying attention around here. Thank you.
But it was so cute. The guy who got like offended for me, he's like, you don't talk like that in front of a lady. And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the lady?
Exactly, Mousy. It's funny until you go too far. Like you have to know.
Yeah, because I'm puking in the street and they've
Mm-hmm.
gotten me in there.
Mm-hmm. Just 10 seconds of it. I don't know. Rhodey.
I didn't respond with that. No, I laughed because it was so funny the way he said it.
I'm gonna skip the 505. It's okay. I'm gonna share this link with everybody here, you guys. It's called Butt Rocket. You guys.
Is it someone farting?
It probably is. Because it's 12-year-old boy humor. There you go. That's from Rodin, everybody. He said go to 505 for just a few seconds. It's funny.
I feel bad if I made her puke. Thank you, Mousy.
Mm-hmm.
They did not feel bad.
Have you ever laughed? Here's a question for you. Have you, in the chat too, but first JuJu, have you ever laughed so hard you puked?
No, but I've laughed so hard I passed out.
You passed out? Like were you inebriated or like under any kind of substance? You passed out?
Yeah, I passed out. Like not for long, for like 30 seconds. But I have laughed that hard. But no, I've never thrown up from laughing. Have you?
I have laughed so hard I puked because like I couldn't catch my breath and then I just like, it just made me poop. I laughed so hard I pooed a little once and I was sick though. I can't stand that when you got the stomach thing, Charlie. Like no, or if I've had like really, really spicy food and somebody gets me laughing and then you do that like, okay, we're gonna get a little gross here. Not apologizing for people, so stay out of my DMs. Okay?
But there's a lady present.
Yeah, well, you'll get over it. You'll get over it if you mean you, because I know you don't mean me. Because I'm gonna say, when you laugh so hard, or you like you're not feeling well, or you've had too much spicy food, and then you let go of the fart, but it's like not only a fart, it's like a shart.
Yeah, my friends and I call that gambling.
And you just
we'll be like, you gambled and lost.
Now, if you're home by yourself, you know what to do. You just get over it and you go take care of it. And all that. But if you're with a bunch of people, you're like, do I make a big deal and leave? Do I because they're gonna know because like I just like let out gas and it's always very confusing to me. I usually just get up and go.
If there's poop in your panties, get up and go.
Exactly, that's my thing. Like
that is, guys, this is just general life advice. I'm gonna give it.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
There's
just
poop
gotta
in
go.
Your panties.
Yep, just gotta go. Mm-hmm. Yep. I remember teasing my brothers all the time for that until I got older and it happened. Like it never happened to me when I was younger, but then I guess I don't know. It just things changed. It happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I get it. Because like I used to think, you guys are so gross. There's always smears in your like underwear. And I hated doing laundry. Like, you're so gross. Boys are so gross. I must have said that like a million times. You know? And as I got older, it went to men are so gross. Like, and now it's like, oh, I get it. It was a shark. Hey, it happens. No problem.
Hey,
Little more
been
bleach.
there.
Little more bleach. I get it, dude. No big deal. Like, it's like how
You're
things
like, we keep a
change.
stain remover by the hamper now. Fine.
Yeah, how things change. You know what I mean? Like it's just like yeah. But yes, the courage to do what needs to be done. Exactly. You just roll with it. Like, things are natural. I mean, I hit a girlfriend once that she laughed so hard, and she laughed so hard that stuff shot out of her nose. Like literally all over the table. And we sat there like, do we just continue eating or do we just like who gets up and says, I'm not eating this shit because her boogers are in it now? Like,
Me?
you know what?
I'd be like, about.
We all just looked at each other, and then when she picked up her plate, we all decided it was good. We all picked up the plates at the same time and went into the kitchen. Yep.
Yeah, because I'm about to throw up just
But
thinking about it.
but
So gross.
here's the thing. No one said a word about it. No one.
Really?
No
Because
one.
my friends
No
would
one
still
laughed.
be bringing that up.
Yeah.
to
No
this
one
day.
laughed. But when I was leaving the kitchen, you know damn well I grabbed the counter, put my head down, and was snickering like I don't know what.
No one laughed at someone just shot.
No, it was horrible. I was the only one, and I just had my head on my arm on the breakfast bar, and I was just like, you could tell I was laughing because my shoulders were moving and stuff.
Now, here's
But,
the difference
yeah.
between your friends and mine. My friends would be like, excuse me, everyone. I just like to point out what happened.
I think because she was so quiet about it, she just picked up her plate. She was mortified, I guess, and nobody wanted to embarrass her. But me, I was just like, even the fact that what got me laughing was the fact that we all did it together and nobody said a word and nobody laughed. And that is the funniest part to me. It's like I go
Everyone's like, dinner's over.
yeah, I go to walk out of the kitchen and I'm just like, this is just too much. And I just lost it. I did. Yeah. So I was that asshole. Yes, but I owned it.
I was at a bar one time with a friend of mine, and we're sitting at a table talking, and mid sentence she just pukes on the table.
Oh my god!
And then there was like a bowl of popcorn there, like those paper trays that they put popcorn or chips in a bar. And she just flips it over, covers up her puke, and she goes, "I believe it's time to go." Stands up, and I was like, I think you're right. It is time to go. And we just left the puke on the table and walked out of there. I was wrong.
I snort laugh all the time. Wait, Charlotte just said she got a weird look because she snort laughed. You ever make that noise? Like you just like do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Just did it. Oh my god, it's so gross. I hate it. But yeah, if I laugh too hard, I do it all the time. Like you're really having a good laugh then. Well, since we're on gross subjects, like if somebody pukes, does it make you want to puke? Because even the sound of somebody retching can make me like feel a little gross.
It depends.
And I have a pretty solid stomach. Like I don't puke a lot. You know what I mean? Like even when I'm like feel that nauseous feeling or whatever, like I'm not one to like as soon as something grosses me out, I go and puke. Like I don't. But if I hear the
I don't want to be hanging out with you when you're puking, but I will. It doesn't really bother me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what does though? And every once in a while, I still smell this smell. Remember in elementary school when they used to put like, it wasn't sawdust. It was some chemical they would put over puke to like absorb it. And it stunk so bad.
Oh, in the schools and everything? You mean?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that stuff was. What was that stuff?
I don't know, but the combo of it and puke, disgusting.
Sure. I can imagine because that's what Pine Sol does to me. because mom, like when somebody was sick, my mom would over Pine Sol like the whole house. And like they smell is like Charlotte. I could just imagine what he thinks of all of us. I'm quite like, yeah, yeah. What was the name of it, Charlotte? Like, what was this stuff? I know it wasn't kitty litter, but what was it? It absorbs, like, I guess they use it in restaurants and bars. I imagine they
It's
have to have
like
it in a bar.
oil dry, but not oil dry because it stinks.
Is it? I don't know. Liam, I feel for you. At least you saw it coming and you moved your plate. But because he worked in a bar, you have to clean up all this. Yeah. Inappropriately scented cat litter. I know we use cat litter. Like some people here use cat litter instead of salt for
I
traction
do.
on their stairs and all during
I
the
do
stuff.
because I refuse to use salt. I used it one time.
Yeah, they're very animal friendly here, and because we all have dogs in the neighborhood and all, not that many people use the salt or the ice melt anymore on their sidewalks. They're all pre put out like cat litter, so it doesn't stick in this traction.
I do it because of my rugs. Like, don't bring that salt in on my rugs.
Yeah, but don't they bring cat litter on your rugs? It's just as dusty and messy. Like, it's not the mess that gets me; it's the chemicals, like for the dogs and the plants. You know.
No, I really only do it to get to my car, and I only do it if I absolutely have to.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like we used to keep sand and cat litter in the trunk in buckets, like so if you got stuck. Yeah. Well, it's a sure thing, I guess.
yeah, I mean, we don't really have weather here. Like, it's fine.
We have unexpected weather here. Like you would think because it's the shore we never get like anything and then we get it. It's why it's like crazy. Like if you say on the shore that it's gonna snow, like there's no bread and milk in the store anymore. Like
I
everybody
think,
everybody
yeah,
thinks they're going to be in there for like a month, and it's just like gone the next morning. The other day it snowed at 2 a.m. and by the time everybody was going to work at 8 a.m. in the morning, there was nothing. It just all went away.
I know it snowed here, and the snow was on the ground for like 3 or 4 days, and then it was like 60 something, and it's gone.
Mm-hmm. I had friends in the South. They like I guess I don't know where exactly you are, but she says they have. Charlie says they have schizophrenic weather. I have friends in the South. They say they've had schizophrenic weather. It's like really cold and it's like really warm, and then it's like cold again, and it's like driving them crazy.
It was really cold the other day. By really cold, stop it, every Canadian. I get that it wasn't really cold,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like 20 degrees, and I wore 4 shirts.
But 20 degrees is cold. It's been in the 30s like all week. Like today, it's like warming up. It's 42. It was actually colder during the day, and now it's nighttime, and it's clear, and it's actually warming up to 42. So I don't know what's going on.
I had
Like,
my windows open today.
we could have we could have a monsoon tomorrow, like based on like what's going on. I have no idea.
I know. It's raining here.
Hmm. It was very dreary. It's been very dreary all week. There was no sun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be overcast here this week, but I enjoy a gray day, so I'm not opposed to it.
Mm.
But you know what I am opposed to?
What?
A gray day where it's too bright for your sunglasses, but when you have your sunglasses on, it's like a little too dark. Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Like you don't want to be that person wearing sunglasses when the sun's not out, but it's so bright out that you like feel like you're uncomfortable, like you need to. But then you
Yes.
put them on and you can't see right. Like
Yeah, you're like, it's a little
I totally
too...
get that. I totally get that. I have tinted glasses for that purpose. Like I actually have lenses for my glasses that I wear when I'm driving that are they change for the sun, like the light. So
Oh,
that helps.
yeah.
So maybe they would,
Nice.
if it was too bright out, they would tint. I think they would maybe. But what I don't like about them is that they're really dark on the outside, and then you get in the car, and it takes them too long to transition. So like blind for a minute or two. So I had to like stop, like leave, like turning the car on and driving right away because like it's too dark. It's too dark.
You know what my car's doing? Well, it's not my car. It is my car.
Mhm.
So now in the evening, there's like a period of time where it's dark out, and my car has the automatic lights, so they're like always on, but they get brighter the darker it
Mhm.
gets. And so my dashboard doesn't light up during the day, but it does at night because the car knows. However it knows, it knows. But there's this like half-hour time frame where I'm like, are my dashboard lights broken? Why are they not on? So
Mhm.
then I'm like pushing every button in my car, and then I'm like, oh, it's just not quite dark enough outside yet to like turn off
To
the dash
automatically put
lights.
them on. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
every single time, I'm like, I think my car's broken.
I know. See, automation can be like quite hard to deal with. I'm telling you, like
And
it
if
takes
it's
over
anything with a
everything.
car, I escalate it to I have to buy a new car tomorrow, and I panic every
Mhm.
time.
I'm telling you. Yeah. I can't believe it's been an hour and almost 45 already. Like we covered a lot. Like that was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun. But I'm
We
sorry if
talked
I gave.
about pooping in your panties.
Yeah, I
What
know.
is this show?
What it is, I don't know. It is what it is.
Then
Nothing.
we're like, listen, guys, this is where I puked one time.
Expect nothing, and you won't be disappointed. Like just expect nothing, because that's all we promise you. Nothing. Well, since I almost gave you an esoteric crisis, do you have anything? Do you want to get back at me?
No, I have a question, but I'm saving it. I'm
Oh,
saving
you're
it.
not going to give it to me now, right? True. Okay. All right. You're saving it.
I could, but it doesn't really go with our whole theme tonight of like,
Wait,
that's
we had a
disgusting.
theme? We did not
Yeah,
have a theme.
our theme
Okay.
was gross.
Well, if our theme is disgusting, then we have to think, what was the most disgusting thing? I can't even think. Like, I wouldn't even be able to think of it, so it's unfair to ask everybody else. But the most disgusting thing that I could think of.
I have so many just popped into my mind. I'm like, wow, I've got it. I
All
don't
right,
know if I could tell him.
I have one, and it's really, really bad.
Am I gonna throw up?
You might. You might.
All right.
It's a visual that knocks my socks off every time. Like, I just can't. Do you remember when you were younger? Maybe. I mean, I had brothers, so forgive me, people. Or don't forgive me. Like, I don't care. It's just the 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 jokes were gross. The stuff we found funny was absolutely not. But there was a time when the most fascinating thing was dead baby jokes. Okay. Like, I know that's
Yeah.
not politically correct now.
No, I remember those though.
But there was the one with the dead baby with the that gets its eyelid caught on a nail. That freaks me out. That is the one that just like, no, not that one, not that one, not that one. Because like just the thought of getting your eyelid caught on something,
Oh my god.
okay. And yeah, like you go to trip and you catch your eyelid on something protruding. Like
I
just
mean, you'd have to work hard to do that.
But it
Because
all
one time I
started.
fell off a tie wall into a stump, a tree stump, and it was a
Mhm.
stump that had like people had hammered a whole bunch of nails into, and
Fine.
I bashed my face on it. But I did not catch an eyelid.
Oh wow,
Breakfast out.
these are great. I gotta start at the beginning. Wait. From peach pie to to shards, exactly, Fisher. Okay. Pimple popping. I'm
No, no,
fascinated with it.
no,
And earwax removal, by the way.
nope. And
Fascinated
you
with those
watched that
videos.
shit? So
I
does
watched them.
Teresa, you gross
I
sort of
I just
people.
I can't. I just love it. It's so relaxing. Okay.
Never show that to me. Ugh.
Being vomited on in a concert, yes, especially when I'm having a good time, especially from behind, Charlotte, when they get the back of your neck and they're above you and they're too drunk. It's so disgusting. It's happened.
I've
It's
never
so
been
gross.
puked on at a concert, but I was puked on it after
Oh,
a
here's a good one.
wedding.
Here's our rockin' mousy. This says a lot. Dislocated knee in a mosh pit. That's terrible. That is, yeah, that is maggots. Yes, maggots disgust me too. Yes.
I have a great maggot
Um,
story.
those never get old. Oh, you're talking about the jokes? I know. Like the one, like, oh my god, like what's grosser than how to make a dead baby? Ooh, yes. I don't want to know. Just leave it there for a day or two. That's what my brothers would say. Okay. Or finding a bug in your food at the restaurant. I never, or a hair. Like you, I am not opposed with. I'm sure you didn't mean this. Just take it back and get me another. Like, nope, it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Ugh.
Take your foot off its head. Like that.
That's crazy.
That's your answer to how to get a dead baby. Oh my god, to float. Is it a bad thing that I still find someone else? But I don't know. But you're in a good crowd because some of us do. Couch. I just like. I know it's not politically correct, but damn, they were funny. Earwax removal. Yes, I'll take that out. Yes, thank you. And yes, Charlotte, right? Yes, look, I've got my peoples around me here, Juju.
No, you guys are gross. Charlotte, you're on my list.
Oh, this one's about
Charlotte, Mousy, Teresa, Claire.
Oh,
No,
wait,
thank you.
that's not a pine nut, Charlotte. That's right. It's like a beetle shell. It's like what? Yeah, that's what he means, Charlotte. That's not a pine nut. Like if it's a bug, like yeah, because they're long. Like pine nuts are oval shaped, like funny shaped. Yeah. Craven, please don't. Wait, my oldest brother told me that my mom and broke her hip in 2 places. She doesn't need to. Oh, that's not. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's terrible, Shill. Sorry about that. It is
Charlotte,
just.
it's so
It is.
rewarding to watch.
I love.
That's disgusting.
For the pimple popper people, aren't the deep hows the best because those are the really
no.
old,
I don't know
solid
what that
ones?
even means.
It's like a deep
Why?
pour.
Why?
It's a port of wine. It's like
No,
yeah.
I hate you. Ooh, I can't.
Yeah.
No,
It's
someone hold
so,
me.
and when it comes out, it leaves a big hole.
No, I can't. Nope, 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 no, no. I don't want to hear it. I can't hear you. Stop it.
God, I had no idea that was gonna send you like packing.
No.
Oh my god.
No,
You know?
I'll throw up.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's so gross. Eating at a potluck and finding a dead roach in someone's. Oh.
Okay, I went to a potluck one time at someone's house, and I opened their cabinet to get a glass out to get a drink, and a roach walked across.
Oh god. And
I was with, we both were like,
yeah.
we're out of here.
I realize sometimes you can bring roaches home from the grocery store, whatever, in the bags we use, whatever. I get that, but you you gotta take care of it. Like, if you see one, there's a bunch. You gotta take care of it. Like,
yes.
seriously. But we had a bring a dish, the only bring a dish to work that I ever went to. A woman brought a whole big thing of rice and beans, but she brought them in this big old pot that just looked so disgustingly dirty and grimy and overused on the outside. It's like the oil built up on, you know what I'm talking about, that yellow brown color. Not the brown color of age where you burn the bottom of the pot a lot, but the built on.
Yeah, like I didn't clean it.
Yeah.
And when I went to clean it, it wouldn't clean.
The whole outside of the pot looked like that. And no one, and I felt so bad because nobody would eat from that dish. But I don't blame them because, like, I was like, if she actually put it in that pot and brought it here in front of everybody, just imagine what that kitchen looks like. Like, I ain't eating this. I ain't eating it. I just couldn't.
Do you know? Let me tell you a story about gross food. One time when I was in high school, I came home and I had missed dinner because I was wherever. So my parents had left it on the counter for me, right? But there's a bowl of rice, but it was covered with plastic wrap. So I heated up. I don't remember what the rest of the food was. I just remember the rice. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting at the table eating it. And my dad walks up. I thought it was wild rice, guys. That's where this is going.
Oh no.
And my dad walks up and he goes, there's worms in that rice.
Extra protein. There you go.
And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah,
Yeah,
there's
the
worms
little
in that.
yeah, the millet. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
And
Mhm.
then I was like, why did you save it then? And he's like,
Extra
I don't know
protein.
why she saved it for you.
Extra protein. You never know when you need a little kick. There you go.
But I didn't eat rice for years
I
after
don't
that.
blame you. And then you see the little specks of like pepper, and you're like, sus. Like, wait a minute.
I
Wait a
know.
minute. Did you see
Well,
the
and I
mistake?
was so furious. I'm like, he's like, I don't think she saved it for you. I'm like, there was plastic wrap over it. Like, it was clearly on the counter waiting for me to consume it. In conclusion, my mom hated me. Like,
She wanted you to have extra protein. You need
she's like,
energy.
that bitch missed dinner. She's eating these worms.
Uh,
Oh, it was
I have
so
eaten.
gross.
I mean, they do. They like make like fried crickets now and chocolate covered bugs and stuff. Like, I've tried some of this stuff. It was tasty. I
There's
don't want
whole
to.
candy stores that are like,
Oh, they make lollipops with scorpions in them and everything. Like, they
yeah.
really do. Yeah. But like, I just can't get past. Like, people do eat the roaches. I can't. I can't get. There's this notion in my head that it's a dirty thing, even though it's not. Like, they're just a multiply. Like,
Yeah, and roaches actually are very clean.
Mhm. Well, they are really hard to get rid of, and they're everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But and you know what, Craven? The built up stuff inside a cast iron and all that is true. That is the flavor. But on the outside, I'm talking about the outside of the pot, and I'm not talking about what you're talking about. I'm talking about that yellow grease buildup that most of us don't really know what I'm talking about because you don't see it because you clean stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it's that yellow kitchen grease. We all
That
know it.
yellow critching, that like, and everything sticks to it. It's
Although
okay.
I always say the way to find the best cookie sheet at someone's house is look for the most disgusting one.
The
Because
one that
that's the
you
one
use.
they use every time.
But that's the one that has all the burnt in stuff. Like, that's different
Yeah,
when the stuff burns on, but it's been washed. Like, I mean,
exactly.
put it this way, the burned on parts aren't raised. Okay. Like,
Yes.
okay, this pot was bumpy. Okay. Like, come on, people. I'm not talking about the seasoning of it. Like,
We
it
put
was
Charlotte's
disgusting.
cabin up because been there. It was
Oh,
a
this one
potluck
about
at
pot.
work. And when I first went to her house, I thought I was gonna die. I wanted to go back and uneat her food.
Like, right, you're like, do I vomit when I get home? Like, is it okay to digest this? Am I
Charlotte
gonna
had that exact experience. I was like, oh.
And then I felt guilty because you feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I get guilty if I feel like I judge people, and I'm like, oh man, I wouldn't want somebody to judge me. But then I'm like, no, that was gross. Like, somebody just
It
needs to
is
tell them
gross.
it's
Well, and it's
gross. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not big on the potlucks because I'm like, I
Mm.
don't know. I haven't been to all your houses.
It was like 3 weeks later. Oh, she ate the food and then went to her house.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
oh,
same, Charlotte. Same. Like I'd eaten her food
oh.
multiple times at potlucks at work. And then
And then
I
you
went
find
over to her
out.
house and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, holy bejesus.
No, I've done that. Like, where I've had dinner with a person, and we've shared meals. They've brought me sandwiches and stuff. And then I was at their house, and they went to make something in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna own it. I am that asshole. They didn't go to the sink and wash their hands first.
I'm that asshole too.
And I went, oh hell no. And I just was like, you know what? Never mind. I'm just not that hungry. I've got a big meal planned for later. Like, I just cut it right there. I didn't let her go to the fridge. I didn't let her pull anything out. I was just like, done, over, never again.
I
Not
have a
doing it.
friend who he would throw a toy for his dog
Oh, I had
and
one.
then not wash his hands. And I'd be like, no, I do
Oh
not
my
want
God.
anything you were serving me.
Okay, here's another. I know you guys think I talk about exes all the time. Like, I pile them up like dead bodies on the side of the road. But seriously, I had this guy that I was like, he asked me out, but he literally pulled something out of his dog's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And didn't wash his hands. It went to like go
No,
pour me a cup of coffee. And I'm like, no, that's it. I'm out. Like, no.
I
Like,
told you guys about my friend who would let their cat up on the counter and table, which I'm very opposed to, although also I'm not dumb. And I realized my cat was up there all day while I was
mhm.
gone. So I keep disinfectant on my counter And like before I make dinner, disinfect the counter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have
Mm-hmm.
a decorative amber glass bottle that I keep it in, so it looks pretty.
Oh yeah.
At any rate, they
I
let
did.
their cat up there walking around and then like just set food on the table. And I'm like, the cat was just on
I know,
here.
and you can't stop a cat from really going anywhere. So at least have a procedure where you, if you're going to prepare something or do something, you're always wiping the counter down. Because I get that. Because my cats would never be on the counter when I was home, but I could walk in at any time and catch them jumping off the counter.
Oh,
You
well,
know?
and mine knew. If they heard me walking towards the kitchen, I would
I
hear
know,
the thump
but
down. I'm
cats are
like,
assholes. I say this all the time. You know when you're not there, they're freaking sunbathing. They're dragging their butt across that counter.
no, my cat had like a particular little walk he would do where he was like waiting for me to leave the kitchen because he wanted to investigate whatever I had left
Yeah,
up on the
get up
counter.
there and check it all out. Like, yeah, they're gonna do whatever they want to do. Don't even think they're behaving, people.
No,
Like,
that's the whole thing. I'm not dumb. I know that
yeah,
jerk was. I'm like, don't get up
yeah.
there when I'm around.
Oh,
Don't get on my dining room table. Don't
mm-hmm.
get on my bathroom counters. Don't get on my kitchen counters. It's
Yeah.
gross.
And I just want to clarify, if he was just gonna pour me a cup of coffee, I don't expect him to wash his hands. I'm not that nutty. Okay, I meant like preparing food, but he had his hands in the dog's mouth. He was pulled like in the dog's
Yeah.
mouth, and it was wet. Okay, and he did, and then he just went to get me. Oh, let me go get that coffee for him, like that.
Yeah. Then you're
Nope,
like,
nope.
what else has been happening
No, I
in
don't.
here?
You know what? I don't need that coffee. No, I gotta go. Okay, like, oh, you don't want to go get? You don't want to have coffee? No. You know, I just remembered I got something to do.
But I yelled at my friend because she was like bagging up cookies one time, the one who lets the cat walk all over. And she went to set the cookies on the bare dining room table. And I went, oh my God, don't set those there. Except for maybe like a little louder and more shocked. And I scared her and she was like, what? Why? And I'm like, I don't know. The cat was just sitting there. So his butthole was all over this table, his dirty paws. And now when I go over there and eat dinner, they disinfect the table in front of me.
Oh man.
And I feel so snotty, but also I'm like, thank you. Because then you can't even put your silverware on the table. You can't. Ugh. Anyway.
Oh, I got my first Twitch chatter. Hello, Eric Omo. Whoever you are.
Hi, Eric.
I'm experimenting with Twitch. This is an absolutely nothing stream. Like as advertised. Absolutely nothing. I mean, just whatever comes up.
You can use the dog as a dishwasher, fish nerd, but then put the dish in the actual dishwasher and run it through.
Yes, I have no problem feeding your animals. Like, you know, I don't, because we have a dishwasher for it's gonna wash off, you know. I have no problem with that. That's not, you know.
I just don't like
Eric Coma says, I'm just a stranger walking around here, just so everybody else can see it too, because it's from Twitch. Welcome. You're just like the rest of us. We were all strangers once.
Yep.
We all just kind of banged into each other. Like somehow, somewhere. We bumped into each other. Don't put the dog in the dishwasher. No, I don't recommend putting the dog or the cat in the dishwasher. No, don't put your small pets in the dishwasher. Sounds like a good idea. It's really not. It's really not.
I do watch this YouTuber when she's loading the dishwasher. Her dogs will walk up and like lick the plates.
Giggity. Oh,
and she goes, it doesn't bother me, but my husband gets very upset about this.
You know, when I would load the dishwasher, my dogs would walk over and see if there was anything on the plates too, and they give me the evil eye because I'm one of those people that scrapes and wipes, like, and sometimes even rinses. Like, don't get on me. I know, waste of water and all that.
I do it too.
I do, and because I don't want the dishwasher to work that hard. I want it to work hard on
sterilizing
everything and not like throw food all around. Like, because I get how they work. They fill with water and slosh it around, and I don't want that water to be full of food while it's clean.
And mine doesn't have a filter. So like the food, like you said, just sits down there at the bottom.
No, you definitely can't put big pets in the dishwasher, Eric. I don't recommend putting any pets in the dishwasher. I wonder if we'll get canceled for that, like on
Keep
Twitch.
your pets out of the appliances. That's what
I'm
saying.
Yeah, I could just see the warning now. Listen, new streamer, you just started, but we don't talk about animal abuse here over on Twitch. Sure you do. Sure you do. You
And just
called it
rewind a little, everyone. We weren't talking about animal abuse.
We weren't. It was a whole stream, but without that. It was a whole 2 hours in 1 minute. Look at us. 2 hours and 24 seconds.
Ooh.
Ooh. I don't know. What should we do?
I don't know.
What should we do? That went fast.
That did go fast.
I don't know if I titled it right. I said amongst the cosmos, but really it was.
Oh yeah, because I brought a question to the table, everyone, but I didn't use it.
But she didn't use it. That was the whole thing. And because it's supposed to be about nothing anyway, so I should know better than to try to do a theme, you know.
I like when you try to do a theme and then we just completely ignore the theme.
Completely blew the theme out of the water, because tonight's theme would have been food's that good, eating for mental health issues, and or whatever. The raccoons, sharks, little
stuff
boys,
that makes you puke.
Yeah, stuff that really grosses you out, makes you puke, and things like that. The worst
weird places we puked.
Yeah, we didn't get there yet. Nobody told us where.
Well, I brought something to nothing, but I didn't use it.
Yeah, she brought something to nothing. That's rare, Liam. But now she's holding it over my head for another week. And you know how I am. I'm very curious and I'm very impatient. I'm like, you got to tell me. You got to tell me now. And she's like, nope.
No, that's because we were talking the other night. We were having a great nothing conversation, and I was like, damn, I have an awesome question for you, and I want to ask you right now, but I should ask you on stream because I want to hear everybody else's thoughts.
Oh, but you forgot to say what you said before that. You said it's going to cause an existential crisis. Like, no, it was one of those, speaking of existential crisis, I got a question for you kind of moments, I was like, okay, here we go.
No, it's just a question I ponder about myself on a regular basis. And then I was like, ooh, that would be fun to hear other people's thoughts. Not about me, but about yourself.
It really would. But now we've set it up that we're planning something for next week. So now I don't know what we're going to do.
Well, next week is not the week for it.
Let's just say.
We'll bring it in.
I have an idea. You should pop in Friday and ask the panel the question.
But it's not really a mayhem question.
No, Friday isn't mayhem.
What if you did a nothing Q&A and then I'd be like, I have a question.
we could do a what the Q&A, and you can come and bring your question in the chat and we'll get everybody to answer it. How's that? And then it won't be on nothing, but then I don't have to wait a whole week either, because this is dry. It was bad enough I had to wait from Friday to Sunday to find out what the question is. Now I'm gonna wait a whole other.
Well, this just in, I have 2 secret questions in the chamber.
Okay, so Friday, you either come on panel or come in the chat and ask the question. You got.
Well, that's a lot of demanding of me.
We can't have it both ways.
You're like, all right, in 10 minutes we'll start a new stream. You're gonna ask me the question.
I could just say we're not leaving it until you ask the question, but I ain't gonna do that to you.
I'll just use it one night when we really have nothing.
But that means I don't get to know until then, and I know.
I know, but then it'll be more fun.
JuJu, that's not fair, because here's the problem. You know how I am. Now I know there's a question, and I don't know what it is. And I gotta think about it. I'm like, it's gonna keep.
Think about what would JuJu think about when she's doing nothing.
JuJu, you're gonna have me eating a pint of ice cream a night until
You too are in love with Rocket Couch.
Damn! Don't put that rumor out there. Jesus Christ! We all love your Rocket Couch. We
eat ice cream because of it.
Yep, we're just going to dice you up and make you a topping. That's it. Solved. Problem solved.
No.
There's a little serial killer in all of us.
Just a smidge.
No, on my Twitch account is going away. Oh my God.
Yeah, see, with Rocket Couch gets it. With JuJu, the possibilities are endless. It's just a question I ponder sometimes.
JuJu, you really you want me loose in that brain of yours trying to figure out what you ponder on a regular basis?
Yes. Everyone, bring your guesses next week.
What? Who's with me? She actually thinks that made it better for me. She
well, then you know it's a quality question.
Quality question. I'm sure of that. But you took me from a little curiosity to the dark place, like in 2 seconds.
You're calling inside my mind dark.
I'm
What
saying
is rainbows and sunshine in there?
I'm saying inside anybody's brain like that, and just think about what they ponder when nobody else is around and they're just by themselves. Like all of our thoughts get a little like it's not like we're out here telling everybody these thoughts, right?
I don't know.
Seriously?
I do a lot. Sometimes I write them down because I'm like, that is an interesting question.
Oh,
So
I
I have
like
a whole like note in my phone where I'm like, this is what I was thinking about.
It's really strange to meet a bee as a flower image. It's like a person calling themselves ant and using a sugar photo. It is actually, it is. But I can't believe you think that's weird. I'm a bear with cat ears. Like you don't think that's weird? I don't know.
I know. Well, technically, I'm JuJu bee.
Yeah, she's JuJu bee is her name. Yeah, but it is cute because it's a flower, and he's right. It's like a bee to the honey to the nectar. As an ant to the sugar. I get it. I get it.
I didn't even do that on purpose, though. I just like that flower, and I was like, well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of it. But also, I wanted my little avatar. Like, if you had it up on the screen from across the room, you're like,
Yeah.
there's JuJu. She's in chat. I recognize
No,
that little
it's
black and white
true.
flower from afar.
It's true. It's branded. It's definitely branded.
Marketing, people.
Marketing is everything. That's why I won't change my avatar because like it's branded. Like if I show up, they know it's me. They know it.
But then when we did streams over on my channel, I made all my thumbnails were black and white and flowers.
They were very pretty. It was all the whole image. Like it was a whole. You had a whole. Yeah, they are cat ears. You thought they were bear ears? Nope, they're like lacy cat ears. Like there's a whole story that goes along with it. Let's just say I took offense to Deaf Noodles at one point, and I thought I could do it better. That's how I ended up with the cat ears. He pissed me off by not getting the facts straight. I'm talking years ago too. He's done plenty that everybody knows about since then, but like he got me really early on. Now you have 2 mind problems. Sorry about that, Eric Como. Way to treat the new guests. We're just terrible like that. I'm so sorry. We're like welcome you in and then mess with your head. Like, yeah, we just send you away pondering and wondering. What was that? Where was I? Was that real?
Yeah.
Mission
What
accomplished.
existential discussion will they have next week?
Exactly. Like, look, mission successful stream again. Nothing turned into something for somebody.
But it's still a little bit of a whole lot of nothing.
It's still a whole lot. It always turns into something for somebody, though. Like
that's true.
It's true. You should see the DMs. I should start a whole new segment of the next show where we share the DMs and watch.
You should.
No, I just put it out there. Now we won't get any. I did that with the asking for memes and stuff once and got none. Like I was like,
you could get my my reaction to them. Oh because God. Do I get DMs about the show? No. That's okay, everyone. I don't want them.
Oh, where is my Twitch at? Oh, hold on. Like, how do I find my Twitch? My Twitch is Claire Bear 307, I think. I don't know. Hold on.
Ask Eric. He'll know.
Yeah.
Eric, what channel are you on Twitch?
No, he just like kind of like just got there randomly, actually. Hold on.
Right, oh, I'm holding. I just got quiet. I'm like, shh.
No, I'm putting the link in the chat. Sorry, guys. I thought I had it in my descriptions, but yeah, that's me on Twitch. If you want to sub, I only have 8 followers. Maybe Eric Como followed. I don't know.
Claire's cat 307.
Claire's cat 307. No, it's good. Thank you, though. You're not getting on the PR team. You're fired.
I'll hire you. I like it.
Yes, the bee.
You figured out my flower.
You could work for the bee there. No, all kidding aside, that's great. Thank you.
All right. We've hit our 2 hours. We got to shut it down.
We are so past our 2 hours. Are you really not going to ask me the question like forever? Like we got to talk. This can't be.
Do you really want me to ask you the question?
Not now.
Go with our show.
No,
Our evening.
No, I really think the chat wants to know what it is now. So you have to show up Friday and ask everybody the question. One of the two. You can come and ask the question if you can.
Well, one's a good end of the year question. Are we doing a New Year's stream? Not on New Year's?
I don't know. Does it follow on a Sunday?
No.
Okay. I am streaming on the 23rd with Culture Cats. And I am streaming during the Christmas around the world for Purple Rhymes with Orange, so that nobody's alone. You know how to do the rambling.
I love how Purple does that. That's so cool.
I've been doing it for years, and I'm going to support it. I'll do it 1 or 2 of them sometime. Like I stream over the holidays because I don't do anything big with the family anymore or any of that. And I really believe in that anybody like in between stuff, or if you're on your own, there's some place you can go hang out with people. You can meet a whole bunch of other people from around the world. But she times it so that wherever the holiday is at any time of the day or night, like around the world, there's a place.
Yeah, she covers Christmas Eve and Christmas.
Right. All over.
For the whole world.
Right. So like last year I did 2 so that I could do like New Zealand and Australia time, and I could do American time, And I'll probably do 2 of them this year. But I think she said our streams, because there's more people, will be shorter this time. They used to be 2 hours, which is cool. Like that's cool for me. I could do an hour like at any time, And so,
and that's cool that so many more people are participating. I love it.
And that's why I want to tell all of you people on YouTube with your small creative channels that you might be willing to give back and do something good for multiple communities. It's not just one community, it's a whole bunch of communities. And hit up Purple Rhymes with Orange. Okay. I think I will actually put that on my community tab for her and try to get some more people involved to help her out so that it's not so hard to schedule and get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Couch, you found me on Twitch. Look at this.
Oh, Twitch. He's over on Twitch. I see. Oh, so
Chill too. Everybody. Look at that. We got Twitch peoples. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Thank you, people. Thank you for subbing over there. I'm wondering, Twitch will be a place I could go when YouTube decides to get rid of me.
There you go. Good to have a backup plan.
But I did have so much fun. I had so much fun gaming, and Twitch is a good site for that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking, yeah. We were thinking, what do you think it is, JuJu?
I like it.
I didn't even say anything yet.
No, I was trying to be supportive.
Oh God, I don't even want to tell you. I don't even know whether to tell you now or not.
No, tell me. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'll tell you after you ask me that question.
Hey, no, that's not fair.
Yeah, it's a little different. Shoe on the other foot, right?
The difference is I'll let it go.
Yeah, I can't let it go. I just cannot. Hey, look at Mousie's even over there. Holy, whoa. Now I want to know why you people knew I hated Twitch all this time and you never went over there and followed me. Damn it.
Because you never dropped the link.
Because I never streamed. I get it. I'm just being silly. Like I get it. Mm-hmm. All right.
So what do you want to know what I think about?
I was thinking, the Menace and I have so much fun when we're gaming that maybe we should stream our gaming sessions while we're having these really weird conversations and do like a commentary, like pick issues from the news and stuff like that.
You could do that.
I could, because it would get rid of my aggression, especially if it's one of those, I get to kill people with a sword or something at the same time.
Do it, and then I'll come in with, what has JuJu been pondering this week? I'll just give you the question and let you guys go.
I'm telling you, I could make a whole section. If you don't want to show up Friday, at least send me the question, and I will make like a segment of the show. What did JuJu ponder this week, and put it out to the crowd? I think that would be perfect for Friday nights, actually. What do you think, Mrs. Cassandra? I know Menace would be right on board with it. you know, there's like inside the bee's brain, you know, like
Well,
what
sometimes they're good questions. Sometimes they're ludicrous. So
I'll make like a whole thing. We'll pull back the curtain and take a peek inside the bee's brain for just a moment. And then just scurry out real quick. Just a glimpse. And then we will like scurry out and just ask the chat the question and see where it goes. I can just imagine. And I can just imagine what Mrs. C would have to say about some of that.
Now I have to pay more attention to what I'm thinking all week.
No, don't. Mrs. C will do it for you. Sure. She will.
But I mean, well, sometimes I'm like, ooh, that is a good one. So I like write it down because then I'm like, if I'm ever on a stream and we need a topic, I can pull up my like random thoughts. No. That's so dumb. I do it though, everyone.
I know. I have to pull up this last remark, and then we're going to close out for the day. But Eric Cormo says, Twitch is really interesting to me. I like to tell my life problems because therapists are very expensive. Come join me.
You're in the right place, Eric.
You're in the right place. Follow me on YouTube. Come find me on Twitter. We'll find you plenty of people that you can tell everything to. Like that's all we do. That's all we do. Like this is
just giant therapy session. And then we're like, all right, I feel better. I asked for help about my ice cream addiction. People mocked me and said, eat ice cream, and now I'm doing it.
If you actually think we mocked you, none of us
No,
mocked
they didn't.
you.
I was being dramatic for...
Yeah, see, Eric Como, she's very much like that. You better get a clue. She gets very dramatic and she says stuff that's totally not true. And then I have to say, wait a minute, that didn't happen. And she's
I don't think that sounds like me at all.
And then she's like, that's right, it didn't happen. I'm just checking to see if you're paying attention. Like, okay.
Next week, my name is Hyperbolic Beef.
You know what? I can't change your name. And how did you know that I was in the middle of doing that? How did you know that? That no hyperbolic B. Oh boy, I can't wait for the next thumbnail. Be prepared, people. Be prepared. All right, on that, we really should cut it. Like,
yeah, you know, we got to meet
before people start looking for us. You know,
that's true.
Ouch, are those all of the emotes that are available over there? I gotta get. Oh wait, I gotta put Twitch emotes. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to do that. I'm gonna have to talk to people who has a Twitch account and tell me how to do the emotes. And please do not. If you're a digital artist, don't contact me. I don't want you to create them. Just stay out of my Twitch. Like I don't care. No, I meant where do I put them? Because then I can make my own. Honestly, I have some. I've got minions and shit and bees, right? JuJu, I got lots of bees I can put in there.
I love bees.
Yeah, we're gonna have to change stuff up.
All right, Slate said hyperbole. I can't say it. Hyperbole. Hyperbole.
How did you know that's how I was doing it? Oh, you people are all on the same wavelength. I'm getting scared. Yeah. Oh, I can't do it yet. Oh, because I'm not big enough. Good, that gives me time. Thank you. So it doesn't mean I didn't find it. It doesn't exist. Good. Then I don't feel like such a noob. Yeah.
All right, shut it down. Meep.
Okay, that's it. She said it. We're gone. All right, see y'all. See y'all when we see you. Bye.
Good night.